So the guy lost today, and he's pretty much asking for a rematch tomorrow, and I don't know how he'll come back. So it's like to me, it's like pointless. And he's saying rematch. By the way, we debated on the phone. So now he's saying the rematch should be on his. So the guy lost today. So now he's trying to say the rematch should be on his stream
channel.
Yeah. Especially like the way how upset he got tonight and hung up. Oh, I'm going live. Let's go. I'm going live now. Come now. I'm like, damn. Hey, dude, you only got 98 subscribers. Like, I could see if you had like a big channel. Why the hell would I go there with one person? You know, two people listening, you and your friend. Okay. So let me oh shit. All right, so I know I was going there. So you said go to where I'm going now?
Right. So we've done numbers 32:12. We've done numbers 13:6, and now we need to go to Joshua 15:13, and this will explain it for you. So we know that his father is a Kenizzite, but we also know that he is a called of the tribe of Judah. So it's chapter 15.
Yeah, we're at
verse 13. And this explains back the Ezekiel passage. And unto Caleb, the son of Jephunneh, he gave a part among the children of Judah, according to the commandment of the Lord to Joshua, even the city of Arba, the father of Anak, which city is Hebron. So Caleb, who is a Kenizzite, the father is Jephunneh, is given the part among the children of Judah, as it says in Ezekiel 47. The children of the stranger, if he sojourns with you, you give him the part that he's where he is, which tribe he's living with, which is the children of Judah, as here. And that's why we read that Caleb is of Judah.
Okay.
But he's not Judah. He's not directly descendant of Judah. But he's given a part amongst the children of Judah, as according to Ezekiel 47. And so he is called of the tribe of Judah.
Yeah, I think he finally accepted it. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't go to Ezekiel 47. That was the problem. I completely forgot to use that verse. So, but that's me getting into debate mode and not really debating very well.
I've done that before. Yeah, I've done that before. I try to be more mindful now. That's why I write it down. And I got my whole.
I should have had all written down. I should remember all of these verses, but there's so many that.
Oh yeah. So the guy tonight, he didn't really tell me how we're debating, because I know he was against Zoom. So he was like, because he in the email he said, "Are you still against Zoom?" He asked. No, he said, "Are you still stuck on it? Got to be done through Zoom?" So I was like, "Nah." I said, "We can do it. You know, stream your Zoom phone call." I said, let me know. He said, "What's your number?" So I'm thinking he's gonna call me to. I didn't know we start now. Yeah, he don't text me. He just called. No email back. Okay, guy, we'll start now. I'm gonna call you. No, he just calls right away. I mean, as soon as I press send, he calls. Like, damn. That's why I don't think it's anything serious. So he's like, I thought he's just like trying to fill me out. He's like, okay, so why? What problem you have with my video? So I was like, hinting around. I said, for one, the whole Romans 1-3 thing. He said, what about it? I said, because you were emphasizing on sperm when the author doesn't want you to do that. So the author wants you to emphasize on Jesus, like this. Oh my God. The author, yeah, the author wants you to emphasize on Jesus, right? The offspring of David, not sperm. I said, so I found that disingenuous that you're getting your would-be users stuck on the word sperm and away from uh, the son of God and the son of the seed of David. So I realized he's like you never heard DJ Focus talk. Well, you heard him talk, but you never just had a discussion with him. So I realized he's like DJ Focus. Like no and Captain, no answer I give him is good enough. Like it's no. So I'm like, oh, I say, bro, I answered it. If you don't like it, fine. No. So I'm gonna ask you again. Like, dude, you think so? Do you still think that? I said, dude, do you think I'm gonna change my answer because you asked me 4 times? I said, dude, I don't believe, and I'm trying not to show my hand either. I'm not trying to show my hand. So, I'm trying to make sure he don't see where I'm going with it. So I did a good job disguising my hand. I said, bro, you literally, and he did. He called me in the midst of me like preparing something for that. I said, dude, you called me in the midst of my rebuttal to you. I said, bro, I'm not even done watching the video and you want to debate. So I finally, he still tried to debate me. I finally got him off the phone, finally, for half an hour. She's trying to debate. I said, dude, I'm telling you, I'm not ready. Let me clean up, let me cook, let me do my thing, and I'll call you. You just can't call somebody. Yeah, but you gave me your number. Yeah, I never said call now. This ain't Miss Cleo. Call me now. Call me. I gave you my number, and you're supposed to let me know when you're going to call. You don't just call. And if you do, you don't expect to have a debate right away. And I didn't know we was debating through the damn phone. So anyway, I said, yo, you can just give me 30 minutes. So I called him back in a half an hour. Oh, wait, before we hung up on a private call, I said, he said, okay, this call's not being recorded. They're always lying when they say that. He said, okay, this phone call's not being recorded. I said, dude, I want you to record it. I said, I stand on everything I say, and I want you to play it to your people. He said, okay, bet. But he was already recorded, LJ. I heard the damn echo. So that's how we started. So then I called him back, and he was very, just eager, and I don't know if he's nervous because like he don't have any debates on his channel. His friend debated, but he don't have any. So that's a shame because his first experience, he thought he was gonna win and get his first W, and he got a major L. It was a major setback because everything, and he has a virgin birth video, and everything inside of it was weak. He thought it was just so strong. So now I know where you was going with that. Let me see something. Let me see something. Okay, so this must be 47. Okay. So what is this? Okay, what is this? This is numbers. Okay, so let me put this one on the outside. Let me go. You said verse 12. Yeah. Okay. All right. So let me play the video. So now I know where you were going. Oh, damn. That's a chat. Where the hell is the Oh, it's over here. No, where's the video? All right. LJ, I don't know what I did with your video. Let me just go to history and bring it back up. Oh boy. Ow, no, that hurts. You trying to practice bite me. No, you don't know when it's soft to it hurts. No. You're about to bite my thumb off. All right, hold on. What is this? So where, oh, LJ, where's your debate at? I exited out of it by mistake. And let me tell. Okay, it was, I remember the name of the guy. All right, so let me just find it real fast. Who was that weird guy? Let me go to easy. Hold on. All right, all right, all right. Let me find this debate. Let me go to I can't find my history. Let me go to my channel and find it. Live. Okay, where's this guy at? Was it even on this channel? Oh. I think it's on my old channel. I mean, oh, the other channel. Okay. Yang. Okay, where is the guy? All right. Okay. Am I blind? Am I just reading past? Oh, he's right here. I said, am I just blind?
She lived with Israel.
You can't become Israel. Israel is a seed line.
No. You
Yes,
can
Israel
become
is a seed
part
line.
of the congregation
You
of
can
Israel.
convert-
You can
You can
become
convert to Israel's laws,
right. So what?
which
what
is why
tribe,
she would not count as an Israelite, but her son would because she had
What-
a child.
My fault.
tribe
And the
was Caleb
bloodline came
from?
through her.
What
What?
tribe
Judah.
was? What tribe was Caleb from?
Caleb,
But yeah.
what tribe?
What tribe was he from?
I'm asking you, what tribe?
He was from the tribe of Judah, yeah? But he was a Canaanite.
Okay, which side of his family was the Canaanite, though?
Well, if he's called something and you will assert that
If you're
you
living
are
in the
what
land
your
of Canaan
father
and you're
is, then
participating
his
as a
father would have
Canaanite,
been a Canaanite.
this is what I'm saying.
If-
Because the land of Canaan was at that time a place where people were calling themselves after the land.
No, not a Canaanite.
The original Canaanites were actual descendants of people. Canaanites were descendants of people.
Right. You're
The land of Canaan.
Not a Canaanite, a Canaanite.
Canaanite.
Yes.
I was like confused over the accent. My bad. Canaanite. I was gonna say, how was Caleb part of Judah and Canaan?
Yeah, he's not. He wasn't
They're
a
warring
Canaanite.
factions.
He was a. Is it a Canaanite or is it Kenizzite? Kenizzite. So if you are what your father if you are what your father is, then his father would have been a Kenizzite, yeah?
They would have to be an Israelite.
How can he so how is Caleb called a Kenizzite?
You established that Caleb was from Judah, right?
He was, yes, he was called from the tribe of Judah, but he's also called a Kenizzite. So how is he called a Kenizzite?
That doesn't change the fact that he's still a Judite. Just like
So how is
Messiah,
how is
who
he a
we call Jesus,
how is he a
was called a
Kenizzite?
Nazarite, but he was still a Judite.
Right. So he was so in Numbers 32:12, Caleb was the son of Jephunneh the Kenizzite. So his father was a Kenizzite. So how, if you are what your father is, and you cannot become an Israelite, and you cannot, how is Caleb called from the tribe of Judah when his father is a Kenizzite?
We have to look what the Kenizzites are.
Right. So it's a number. So if you go to the Kenizzites, what the Kenizzites are actually, they are one of the tribes of the Canaanites that had inhabited the land that was promised to Abraham. So you need to go to Numbers 32:12. That will give you that Caleb was the son of.
Yep.
Numbers 32. 32:12.
Yep. Unsurely none of the men that came up out of Egypt, 24 and 20 years old, shall be in the land, swearing to Abraham and to Isaac and to Jacob, because they have wholly followed me. Save Caleb. They were telling you that he's an exception. Save Caleb.
Right.
Caleb
Right.
is an exception.
Okay. In this
Because
time,
all the other ones that were mentioned here were direct lines that came from Israel through Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob.
right.
Save
But
for Caleb, who was there
Right.
holy because he followed the Lord.
Right.
That doesn't make him an Israelite, though.
But you just said that he was a tribe of. You just said that he was the tribe of Judah. We've established that
I
he is
asked
of
you
the
that.
tribe of Judah.
I threw that, and then you turned it into him being part of the Kenizzite.
Right. So he is a Kenizzite, but he is
Kenizzite.
also of the tribe of Judah. Is he not of the tribe of Judah?
If he was adopted into Judah, but that doesn't
Right,
make
so
him
it-
bloodline descendant of Judah.
Right. But he is of the tribe of Judah. Yeah. So you can be
In the
adopted
adoption.
into Israel. So that would that not show that you can be adopted into Israel?
Yes, you can be adopted into Israel.
Right. So you can
As
become
in
part of
conversion.
is
Conversion.
Right.
This is why we have the modern day people, the synagogue of
Right.
Satan, pertaining to Revelation 2 and 12, calling themselves Jews but are not.
okay. But you said that it is only salvation is only for the 12 tribes of
Yes,
Judah.
because the promise
But,
that was
uh,
given from Adam all the way down was given only to the seed line of Israel.
Right.
The converts
just
will not
shown-
get that
you've
salvation unless,
You've
again,
just
where it talks
agreed
about the
that you
women
can
shall
become
get it.
Israel. You've agreed that you can become
Okay.
Israel through adoption.
Let's break it down real quick. The salvation is going for who? The elect, right?
Right. I agree with that.
And the elect come from where?
The elect
There's
through
12,000
Christ.
of the 12. They're going to be 12,000 of the 12 tribes.
No, that's got
Making
nothing to do with
144,000
salvation.
then.
That's got nothing to do with salvation. The
It does because the elect are
144,000.
the
It's got
first fruits
nothing.
of the salvation. The
No,
elect
the
are the first
140.
fruits of the salvation.
Right. The 144,000 are the ones that go out and preach to Israel, the Christ. Okay. That's got nothing to do with who is saved. That's not who is. That's just the
They are going to be the
144,000.
governing body in the established kingdom when under
Right.
Yahweh Shai and the
That's
throne of King
got
David.
nothing to do with who can be saved.
This is what I'm saying. The
Right.
elect are going to be the men of Israel first.
Right.
The
But there's
adoption
no-
of the 1/3
but-
will be
But we're
women
not
and
talking
children.
about. Yeah,
Mm.
I've got no problem, and I wouldn't disagree that it is to the Jew first, right, and then to the Gentile. But what we're arguing is whether the Gentiles are Israel or whether they are non-Israelites. And I've just
No, they're
shown you that
non-Israelites.
Caleb. I've just shown you Caleb is a non-Israelite who was adopted into Israel.
And there's a lot of Israelites that are living like heathens, so they count as heathens and or Gentiles.
Right.
If
And
they're
I
not
have no.
living under the law.
But I
they
wouldn't
count as-
argue. I wouldn't argue against those Israelites who would be bloodline Israelites. So regardless of how they're living, would still be classified as Israelites. Okay, whether they're cut off or not is another thing, but they're still classified as Israelites, and that's why Jesus says, don't think, John says, don't think that just because you have Abraham as your father, right? Because if you're not in Christ, then you're going to be cut, regardless of who you are.
Yeah.
You will be cut
Yes,
off.
exactly. Which is why
Right.
Israel shouldn't be cocky about it, because just because they're born of Israel doesn't make their automatic salvation. They have to
of
have the
course.
faith in the Messiah.
Of course.
This is why there's
But
parameters to be
what we're
the elect.
saying, the argument isn't whether Israel can be saved, whether the 12 tribes of Israel are the elect. What the argument is, and the argument, it wouldn't even be that those Israelites who are not living as
That I come
godly
down with salvation
cannot be
pertaining to
brought
that of
back
my
in.
flesh.
What I'm arguing is that the Gentiles who are non-Israelites, they can be included through Christ. And in the Old Testament, just as I have shown with Caleb, the adoption is available for non-Israelites to become part of Israel. They're not bloodline Israelites, but they do become Israelites.
You cannot become an Israelite. You can worship under Israel. Israel is a bloodline.
So why is
This is what I'm
Caleb?
saying. Israel is a bloodline.
Why is
People can convert after the laws have been established
why
back
is
on the
Caleb-
land through the coming of the second coming. But the first
So why is
origin for
Caleb
the salvation, the first
classified
fruits will be
as
the
the
elect.
tribe of Judah? Why is Caleb classified as the tribe of Judah?
Just like I was
Hello?
telling him earlier, or the host earlier, it's the same thing as Israelites living in America today, calling themselves Negro, African American, Black, colored,
Right,
and or American.
You're
They're
repeating
recognizing everything
yourself,
and
but you're
living
not
outside of
answering
the
any
law.
question. Right, you're
They're living
repeating
outside
yourself,
of
which is
laws.
fine,
The law does not
but
apply
you're
to
not
them
answering
until
the
they
question.
convert.
So, can you explain to me how Caleb, right, is classified as the tribe of Judah if you cannot become Israel?
Where is Caleb classified as the tribe of Judah?
Right, so Caleb is called the tribe of Judah in Joshua 15:13.
Joshua 16.
No, sorry. Numbers 13:6. He's Numbers 13:6. Sorry.
See, this is a different Caleb.
No,
Of the tribe of
no,
Judah,
it's not.
Caleb, the son of Jephunneh.
Right. That's what which I just showed you.
And Jephunneh would be the Kenizzite, right?
No, he was the Canaanite, or the Kenizzite. Sorry,
Or Kenizzite, or Kenizzite.
the Kenizzite. Yeah, in Numbers 32:12, I just literally showed you. Save Caleb, the son of Jephunneh, the Kenizzite. Here he is referred to as of the tribe of Judah, Caleb, the son of Jephunneh. This is the same
Okay,
Caleb.
so what was Kenizzite? Kenizzite, was that a location? Or was
No,
that a
the
group of people?
Kenizzites. Yeah, the Kenizzites were one of the tribes that were in the land that was given to Abraham before it was given to him. So that's in Genesis 15:18. In the same day, the Lord made a covenant with Abraham. This is before he became Abraham, saying, unto thy seed have I given this land from the river of Egypt unto the great river, the river Euphrates. The Kenites and the Kenizzites and the Cadmonites and the Hittites and the Perizzites and the Raphaims and the Amorites and the Canaanites and the Girgashites and the Jebusites. Those are the ones that were living in the land at the time.
In the land Canaan, yep.
Okay, so the Kenizzites were non-Israelites. Caleb is classified as being both.
LJ, you still there?
I am. I'm going to be
I thought I was
going to
bringing up-
sleep in a moment, but yeah,
All right, all right.
I am still here.
Okay, your argument right. I found something that might strengthen your argument out even more.
Okay,
What if
but I mean,
what if
he was
I told-
arguing there that like it was a different different Caleb, or the it just
Nah, that doesn't matter. Yeah, I think your phone be going out. Okay, so what if I told you? Okay, so the Kenites come from who? What man?
if what
Hold on.
the
Wait.
Kenizzites.
Let me back it up.
I think
Hold on.
I'm not sure if I've got that written down.
How do you the Kenites? How do you spell it? How do you spell it again? Wait.
KENIZZITES.
Okay, cool. The Ken. Okay, where's this? All right, hold on one second. Okay. He got me looking at the wrong name. He keep messing it up. All right, hold on.
That was probably me. I was like Kenizzites or Kenite.
Yeah,
Or
that got me reading the wrong name. Okay. I read the wrong name. Now I'm back on track. Let me see.
yeah, so it's
Oh no, I had it right.
Kenaz.
Whose son is that?
So that's a descendant of Kenaz.
Yeah, no, but who does Kenaz descend from? They're gonna really hate you now once you find that out. Do you know?
Yeah,
look it up.
They're
gonna really, and they're gonna say you of all people.
Oh,
you,
he's an Edomite. He's an Edomite.
right. So you of
Kenaz
all
is
people,
an Edomite. Yeah.
you of all people got the nerve.
Yeah,
Oh.
Kenaz goes back all the way down to Genesis 36:11. He is a Esau descendant. Oh, I need to add that onto my. How have I missed that? He's a bleeding Edomite.
Yeah.
So that means that Caleb is an Edomite.
He's accepted as a Judite. Oh, this is gonna sting.
Yeah,
Especially if you bring it up. Oh, it's gonna hurt if you bring it up.
How did I not go all the way back to Kenaz? He's a bleeding Esau. He's from Esau.
Yeah.
Wow. So there we go.
Like
we've got an Edomite being saved and being literally called of the tribe of Judah. Not even just an Israelite. He's of
right.
Judah.
Right, the royal seed.
That's who they are. That's who they claim they are.
Right.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
That is even stronger. Yeah, that goes back all the way back.
Yeah, that's going to piss them off. And you had all people had a nerve to bring that up.
Yeah, I should have.
You're just trying to get salvation. Yeah, that might be enough for them to just throw away the whole Bible.
Yeah.
All right.
That is even stronger. Yeah, that goes back all the way back.
Yeah, the extra point, man, that's crazy. Yeah, that's going to piss them off. Yeah, so the extra point. He missed it again. A new kicker. Yeah, this is all day has been live. All day, everybody you heard today was live. Okay, every voice you heard today was a live voice, except for this last one I'm playing for LJ and the guy. That's not live.
I'm surprised I didn't go. I went all the way back to the Kenizzites, but then I didn't. I stopped at the Kenizzites to prove that they were that, but I could have gone even further.
Yep.
Gone all the way back to Esau.
Oh
Wow.
yeah, he would have been. Yeah, he would have never accepted anything you said after that one. Had you? But now, so now let me see. Now look, I'm going to show you how I will argue this. All right, how I would do this. Okay. So. No, I think you did good. I would just say, when he said he's adopted in, I would say, okay, cool. So you accept this Kenizzite being adopted in Judah's lineage, right? He would say, yeah, whatever, he's adopted in, yeah, whatever. And this person is going to get, part of the inheritance and everything Judah get, because he's part of Judah's seed now. Yeah. Okay. What? And then I would say, well, what, if you could just put a thumb on anybody, I'll say, what nation you just believe that? Because I will say this, I would say, okay, you agree that this person got favored and was added into lineage. At that point, I would say, so what nation? You could put a finger on any nation, because it seems like other nations can be adopted in. But if you could put a finger on any nation that you feel like no matter what cannot get in, can't be adopted in, who would that be? They're going to say Esau. Yeah, I'll say, okay. So if I can find, if I could go to a different book and find Esau being adopted in somewhere else, now what? Show me that. And
I did show him in Deuteronomy 23:8, 7 and 8, that the Edomite can come into the congregation of the Lord after the third generation.
Yeah, I actually heard you say that. Yep.
Yeah, but he didn't really kind of accept that. So
yeah.
Even though it's clearly in scripture, thou shalt not abhor an Edomite.
That's what I'm saying. That's not the angle to go, in my opinion. My opinion is to have him accept what you just said and throw a hypothetical at him. But okay, so now we see other nations can be adopted in.
Mm-hmm.
What nations you believe that the Lord just will not adopt in for nothing? He can say Esau. Then to throw him off, say this. Say, well, what if I can show you in the Quran, just to throw him off, to get him off this person in the Quran, that Esau can be adopted in. I don't care about damn Quran, but okay, all right. So which books do you accept? And you just, again, that's a throw him off your trail. Okay, so which books do you accept? I accept this, the Apocrypha. Okay, so if I can show you anywhere else in the Bible, the King James or the Apocrypha, that Esau can be adopted in Israel, will you just accept it, or you just going to, what you want to do is say, okay, show me that. Yeah, I accept it. Show me that. Then you can say, brother, I already did. I told you about the adoption.
Yeah,
that's the Kenizzite, brother. Follow me. Then you show me.
Let's go.
Yeah, you trace it backwards. And like, whose son is this?
I'm gonna show you these. I can't believe I missed that. I can't believe I've missed it.
Their whole doctrine, man.
Wow.
That's gonna kill the whole doctrine. I got a guy. I'm supposed to debate either. I guess he ain't coming today, so he'll come tomorrow. It's going to be either he can only do it early. Like, I do it real early for me. It's probably evening for you, or around this time tomorrow. So now that guy you can practice with. You can. Matter of fact, you can lead the way. I'm gonna tell. I got a friend that has something to add to it. He ain't gonna care because my man arrogant as hell. He's Sakari, and guess what, LJ? I'm gonna make him contradict the other side of Mike. I'm gonna ask him the same question about something. I guarantee he answer opposite. At the very end of our discussion, I'm gonna play that guy back to him, and I believe that guy is like high ranking in his camp.
Right. So you're gonna just show that they don't even have a set belief between themselves.
That's really crazy, because the Catholics don't have that problem. You ain't gonna see Catholics contradict each other.
Yeah.
All right. So you out, LJ?
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna jump off because it's getting late here, but I'm gonna carry on listening. So I'll carry on listening for a bit. But
So the rice is done. Nice and hot. Now I just expanded the mill. Right. The rice is done. Now the mill has grown. Now it's expanded. Now I should be full. Yeah, now I should be full. I'm eating things I would never eat. Right now, I'm hungry. I waited way too long to cook. And it's that guy. It's that guy's fault. I said, bro, you just called me out of nowhere. Like, bro, I'm still, you know, I didn't even really eat. No, you should be ready at all times. Like all this, he just like really just doing. I should be ready at all times. Like, dude, you serious? I said, I got a 1-year-old. I got a 1-year-old. I got a newborn. I'm like, that's DJ Focus. Everything I say, he's gonna compare me and him. Like, oh shit, bro. Okay, you're a better parent. All right. Is that the new challenge? You're a better parent. Okay, you're a better parent. Cool. I still can't talk right now. I still gotta cook, clean, and these other things.
right, I am going to jump off, and then I will continue on listening, but I do have to go.
Okay.
But I am gonna continue on listening. So
yeah, I'm gonna play your debate still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here you go.
I might type in
where you're saying.
Okay.
All right.
Have a good night.
Everybody can come in, but Obadiah has a pretty big chapter about your.
So the Kenizzites were non-Israelites. Caleb is classified as being both.
My point I was bringing up specifically was where you're saying everybody can come in, but Obadiah has a pretty big chapter about what would happen strictly to Esau at the end time near salvation.
I mean, I can show you verses
I can
that
pull up
where
Obadiah right now.
I've just specifically wanted to bring up one person and deal with that one person. How that one person. I mean, we can go to other verses and show about and argue about
because that
other
one
people.
person.
I'm just interested in this one person at the moment.
And cover Obadiah, chapter 1, verse 1.
Right, but we need to deal with this first. So are you
Obadiah talking about the generations outside of Israel and the things that are going to pertain to them, especially concerning Edom.
Right. Okay.
Right? It says
so
the vision of Obadiah says to the Lord concerning Edom. We have heard the rumor of the Lord, and an ambassador is sent among the heathen. Arise ye and let us rise up against her in battle. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen. Thou art greatly despised. The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee. Thou hast dwellest in the crest of the rocks, which was Esau, whose habitation is high. That saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? Verse 4. Thou shalt exalt thyself, the eagle, and though thy nest be set among the stars, then shall I bring thee down. If these came to thee, if by robbing by night, how would thou cut off? Would they not have stolen till they had enough? If grape gatherers came unto thee, would they not leave some grapes? How are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up? All the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread have laid in wounds under thee. There is none understanding in him. Shall I not in this day, said the Lord, even destroy the wise men out of Esau and their understanding out of the mount of Esau? Verse 9. O mighty men, O Teman, shall be dismayed. At the end of every one of the mount of Esau shall be cut off by slaughter. For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee. Thou shalt be cut off forever. In the day thou stoodest on the other side, in the day of the strangers carried away captives, his force and foreigners entered through his gates, and thou cast lots upon Jerusalem, even though was as one of them, but thou should not have looked on the day of thy brother in the day that he became a stranger. Neither should thou have rejoiced over the children of Judah in the day of their destruction. Neither should thou have spoken proudly in the day of distress. This is all concerning Edom.
Right.
And if we're aware who the Israelites are today, you said that after the third generation, they can come in there. But 2 verses up there, I just read that the children of Edom shall be cut off forever.
Right. Okay. So, okay. What we need to do is understand that those that are born as a Gentile, such as Caleb, okay, when they come in to the congregation, they are now classified as the tribe that they are living with. So they become Israel. So I agree with you 100%. Those that continue on living as an Edomite.
This is outside of Esau, because Esau has a special punishment for him. This is the other nations outside of Esau.
Right. Okay. So no, because the Edomites can come into the congregation after the third generation. So those that continue on living as Edomites and not coming in under Israel and not becoming partakers of the inheritance, I will 100% agree with you. But those that are Edomites that come in under the Lord and that they can do from the third generation, as well as the Egyptians, they then become Israel.
No.
They become part of the congregation.
They're living as Edomites, right? You just said yourself, if they continue to live as Edomites, right? That is the same as every other nation. If you do not come in under Christ, you are not saved. I agree with you. I'm just trying to make a specific point here, which is why I was bringing up the aspect before that most of these people will be speckled birds mixed in among the nations that are Israelites, especially in Edom, because all of Edom is to be cut off. All of Edom. Let me read that again. Let me read that again.
Edom,
Let me read that
Edom
again.
that have not
that violence against.
Yeah, those that have not passed over and come to partake with the Lord.
Do you know who the Edomites are today?
Well, your lot like to say that they're the white people, but
I mean, like, it goes back. There's actual genealogy to show you the genealogy of Esau, which would be the precursor to the Roman Empire.
Right.
Esau still uses the eagle as his symbol.
Yeah, but there are hundreds of countries in this world that actually use an eagle as a symbol.
And
so
countries were colonized by a specific group of colonizers that use the eagle as their reference.
Right, but that's irrelevant. But that's irrelevant to those that are coming in to Christ.
It's not. It's relevant because, again, that's why when Christ came the first time, the same conditions that were going on, he said it would be happening again.
Right. The Ephesians 3:6,
important
that the Gentiles should be fellow heirs and of the same body and partakers of his promise in Christ by the gospel. The Gentiles, they can come in as well to Israel.
That's after the 1,000-year establishment of the kingdom. But guess what? You're missing the whole part Christ of where we're going to be using, where the Israelites are going to have the other nations as handmaids.
Yeah, this is
those that we serve, they shall serve us.
Yeah, and that's a complete misunderstanding of the. Yeah, that's a complete misunderstanding of of what was stated in Revelation. But let's deal with
no, because it says that the first shall be the last. It's not just in Revelation. The promise is talking about how Israel would be the bottom of their society in this world, and when the kingdom is established, they would be the top. All the other heathen nations would be under them in the rightful order.
I would be happy to discuss with you at another time about whether or not the other nations are going to come in and serve Israel. But whether they do or
They will
not, they
have to.
still can
They will have
participate
to,
in
because the Bible
they
tells
can
you those that do not serve
Right.
Israel shall be utterly wasted.
and we'll see, and I'm happy to discuss that. But what we're discussing right now is whether the Gentiles can be partakers of the promise. I've shown you Caleb. I've shown you that the
Esau does not count as the
Edomites.
Gentiles. The Gentiles count as the other nations outside of Edom and Israel, because Israel and Edom.
Well, the Canaanites are not Israel, are not part of Edom.
The Canaanites are mixed with Edom too.
The Canaanites,
The Canaanites.
right?
Or are you talking
These
about the Kenizzites?
I'm talking about the Kenizzites. Yeah, Caleb is a Kenizzite, right? Okay, so he is literally called of the tribe of Judah, but he is not. His father is not of Judah, and that is how those that are not part of Israel physically, right, can become part of Israel. Although they are not blood lineage, they become part of Israel. And then when you go to First Chronicles, chapter 2, you will see that Caleb is included in the lineage there. Because he is classified, actually, I may be wrong there. I think I may be wrong. Let me check, because that might be hit that Caleb there, I'm sure. Chapter 2. Let me just make sure that I've got myself correct there. He is classified, I'm sure, as the son.
You remember the Bible has a table of 18 nations. One of them has to be the ruler of the position.
Yeah, no, I'm Caleb. Caleb is now. He is in the lineage, and he is classified in that lineage as being the son of Hezron. Through adoption, he is classified as the son of Hezron.
All right, back to Obadiah, where I was talking about, because this also brings in parts of the other nations. After it talks about what's going on with Esau, neither has thou stood in the crossway cut off those.
You're not actually.
Obadiah.
I'm not arguing with you, though. I'm not arguing on that point at all.
No, I'm just gathering a point. I'm just
those that are not in Christ, those that are not Christ will be cut. They will be destroyed. I fully agree with that. I have no problem with that. But
the salvation goes to the first fruits.
Right.
The first fruits would be first the salvation to get first pick, first draft from Yahweh Shai himself upon his return will be the 144,000 Israelites and the righteous 1/3 of Israel, especially here in the land of Babylon. Yeah.
No. All right, let's go.
That's why they're seen as the first fruit, and they were the same 1/3 that followed him in the wilderness.
All right, so
when Moses was setting the laws.
Revelation.
The other 2/3 said, let. They were the same ones that responded, say, crucify him, let the blood be upon our children.
All right. So
they were the same 2/3.
Let's go and read that in context.
And even then, the Most High does not want to save 2/3 of his own people. That's why he said there's an elect of Israel.
Okay, so Revelation
not
7, 144,000 sealed. Okay, let's start at verse 4. And I heard a number of them which were sealed, and there were sealed 144,000 of all the tribes of Israel. And then it lists the 12 tribes, and it's 12,000 from each of them. And that goes from verse 5 to verse 8. But then, straight after, in verse 9, because you can't ignore verse 9, because it comes after verse 8 and is part of the context. After this, after the 12,000 from each tribe, And after this I beheld, and lo, a great multitude, which no man could number, of all nations and kindreds and people and tongues, stood before the throne and before the
All right,
Lamb,
yep.
clothed with white
Yep.
robes. And so it's not just 144,000.
No,
You're
it's not just that's why I said the 144,000 are chosen to be the governing body under
right.
King David,
But now
under
we have
who we call Jesus. This is what I'm saying.
right.
There's more to it. Though that's
Yeah, of
also
course there is.
the mixed multitude is talking about the mixed people of Israel that were, let's say, 300 years ago. I went to China and had children with a Chinese woman, a Moabite woman. My child grows up and has children with the people of that area. Over time, they will eventually look like the people there. They will speak the language there.
Right.
If they don't come back to their original roots. So when this salvation comes down, there will be Israelites mixed in among the heathens. This is why he refers to them as a speckled bird, the wheat and the tares analogy. They'll be mixed in it, but they will have to be sifted. And how will he know is be based on their faith. And the faith is only given to the Israelites because they were given the covenant. Everybody else will adopt it.
Right.
But it starts with the head tribe of Judah first.
But in no way am I arguing that the Israelites are not the ones, are not blood Israelites. What I'm arguing is regarding the Gentiles, non-Israelite Gentiles who can become Israel, part of Israel.
But you're talking about the mixed multitude right after the 144,000 are sealed. That's talking about the mixed multitude of Israelites that have been called the confusion of faces through the book.
No.
They
It
will
doesn't
be
say
gathered
anything
first.
about. It says nothing about them being Israelites here. Nothing about them being Israelites in verse
There's other
9.
precepts to show you that. And this is why the Messiah told you he came down for the lost sheep first, priority.
Right. But then
Go out
he
and
also,
teach
after
your
his
kin,
resurrection,
your fellow
in-
men that are in other nations that are outside of this
Matthew 28:19, he literally sends out his disciples to the people that he said don't go to before he died. When he was resurrected, he now said,
because there's
now
people
go
mixed
to
in
the
there.
other nations, okay, to the ethne
Telling the
who
truth.
he had said don't go to. Now he tells them to go to. Matthew 28:19 directly tells them to go to the people that he said don't go to.
Because the word is only going to reach who it's supposed to reach.
It's meant
And only
to reach
certain
all of
spirits were
those,
made to receive this word.
right? But
Which
that's
is why all the prophets were killed in all the lands they went to preach.
and I have no
This is why they
problem
all
with what you're
feared also going to these lands, because they knew that their life would be threatened just by going to speak these words. They were going to seek the lost sheep because out of there they knew that there was a threat of the people that were preaching in that land. They did not like them, but the message was to reach the people that were confused about who they were in that land.
right.
Go
now
out and teach these people because they think they are a different people, but this word is for them.
Right.
They're going to make their own separation once they hear the word.
You're changing the meaning of what Jesus said. Jesus said, do not go to the ethne. Right. Then he tells them to go to the ethne. He says he's only come for the lost sheep of Israel. Do not go to the ethne, which is the Gentiles. All right. And
The adoptions pertaining to the flesh. I got to pull that up. That line just popped up in my head.
Which are the Gentiles.
Pertaining to the flesh. Why is my thing so slow? Because again, where it talks about the adoption, it talks about the kin, and then pertaining to him in the flesh, which means they shared the same flesh.
Right.
So who is this?
So I have no, like I say, I have no problem with what you're stating. What the argument is whether the Gentiles can come into Israel or not.
They cannot become Israel. They can be adopted the law. They can adopt the law, but they cannot be Israel. Israel is an identity. Israel is a people. They cannot be Israelites. You can't be a Canaanite and then say I'm an Israelite now. Your genetics don't automatically change because
Right.
your ideals.
So is Caleb not classified as an Israelite, even though he's from the tribe of Judah?
Says, where's this? Romans 9:4.
Right. No.
This is where it talks
I
about
really
the
want to
salvation
just
going
deal with
towards.
Caleb because you're trying to you're
You brought up
moving
Caleb.
the
We're talking about a whole
goalposts.
bigger scale. You're bringing up one person. We're talking
Right,
about a
because
bigger
that
scale
one
of the grand
person
scheme of
proves what you're.
salvation.
I'm focusing on that one person rather than chasing around the Bible, because because you're not dealing with that one person who I'm
How are you
showing.
supposed to
Because it
prove the points in the Bible? You're
literally
told to go from precept to precept.
right.
Here a little,
You
there a
haven't.
little.
You completely misunderstood precept for precept, but
Okay.
that's by not by. What I'm showing you is that
My
what you
precept
are
is showing you that
asserting
the
is
adoption
factually and
goes to the
biblically
Israelites.
incorrect.
And if you read Romans 9:4, it tells you who that adoption was going to. Who are Israelites, to whom pertaineth the adoption, and in the glory and the covenant and the giving of the law and the service of God and the promises. That's Romans 9:4.
The adoption
is for the flesh. The people that were
for the flesh,
these were people that were outside of the land of Israel.
Through that.
They did not have these laws with them.
No, the adoption
They had
has
to
to
learn
be
these laws to come into the fold.
Right.
And a lot of these people were Israelites residing outside the land, among heathen nations, living like the heathens.
Right. So, can we go back and deal with the one person that we can show directly, one person, rather than going around and showing you different passages of different people in the nations coming into, like the Egyptians who left with Israel as the mixed multitude that left with Israel at the Exodus. Let's just deal with Caleb, because he directly disproves everything that you're trying to say. This one person alone directly disproves you and everything that you've tried to assert.
That the salvation is for the Israelites?
He is not. No. I agree with you.
That's what I've been trying
salvation
to get
is for the Israelites. Salvation is for Israel. But what I'm showing you, what I have shown you, is that Caleb is a non-Israelite who becomes Israel.
He got the benefits of being with Israel and following the laws of Israel.
Right.
That does not make him become Israel.
So those non-Israelites who join with Israel could become Israel. They are not blood, but they are Israel. They are classified as Israel. And Caleb, who was a non-Israelite,
saying that any of Israelites
lived with Israel and was given a tribe.
Their punishment.
He was even given a tribe. He is the tribe of Judah.
Look at it like this, where it works in both ways. If you go against the Most High and do the things of the heathens, and you are an Israelite, you will catch the punishment of the heathens. If you are a heathen and you adopt the laws of the Israelites and you live like the Israelites, you will get the benefits.
Right. Okay.
That doesn't make the person an Israelite.
Right, but Gentiles can be saved then.
They will get the benefits of the salvation, but the salvation is not for them.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
But they are grafted in.
They're
and
grafted
they are
in
saved.
because they will get benefits of the salvation, which is for Israel, but it bleeds down to them. It's not for them. That covenant wasn't given to them. It was given only to Israel.
Right.
And part of the covenant was the salvation.
Right.
Because that's why the Most High says, I am the God of Israel, not the God of everybody else. I am your God, Israel. Everybody will serve you and you serve me. I created you to rule over the nations. But for a certain point in time, you don't want to follow my law, so now I will punish you like Deuteronomy 28. You shall go into servitude amongst the nations.
So you agree with what we're saying is that the Gentiles can be saved.
Saying the same thing over and over. You cannot change your genetics to become an Israelite. You can get the benefits of worshiping under the Israelites.
Right, but you can be classified.
The salvation is for you.
But you can be classified
and
as
the only
an
people that will get the salvation that are looking like the heathens are mixed multitude of Israelites that have been in there and they chose to take the word.
So those that those
Other
that
than
are
that, that
non-Israelites.
doesn't pertain to them. They are not part of the adoption. They are not part of the promises. It wasn't given to them.
So those
The
are
Most High
that are
didn't say, I
non.
gather up all the nations, all 18 nations, and I'm going to give them all part of the blessing that Israel gets. No, he said everybody has their inheritance. Israel's going to get left out until the end of the story.
Right. So we're in agreement that those that are non-Israelites can be grafted in and can be classified as Israel. They are not blood.
And the
They are
grafting
not blood.
is them being converted. Again, just like Amalek converted
Through Christ.
and
Through
identity
Christ.
sold.
In
Who?
when it comes to through Christ, we are through Christ we are grafted in through the adoption, because we are through the adoption of Christ.
Yes, this is after the establishment of the kingdom. But that initial salvation, when the whole tribulation is going down, this is only for Israel and the mixed multitude of Israelites spread across the other nations. After the kingdom is established, the other nations will have the chance to come into the fold of that.
Where does it say? Where does it say?
Forever.
Where does it say that only Israelites will be in the millennial reign, and that the other nations are then allowed to have another go at it, basically, after the millennium reign?
I never said that. I said that Israel will gain their power upon the return of the second coming. The initial salvation that's going to come after the tribulation will be for the elect and the 1/3 of Israel, which are all 12 tribes, the 144,000 being the governing body of that 1/3 nation. And the 1/3 nation will be coming out from all the other nations because they are one nation. They've just been mixed into the other nations. After that kingdom is established and the 1,000-year reign and the servitude has been paid in full, then the other nations will have the ability to come into the fold and worship the same way. And this is why Isaiah 4:1 is so key, because it tells you that a woman's salvation, she'll be looking at a man as a shelter from a storm. The Israelite men will be the most valuable thing on the earth when the salvation comes, because that's the only thing that's going to keep them from the destruction, from the wind, the destroying wind that the Most High said he's going to put upon the earth, starting here in Babylon. These women, the only way they will have, again, there's no immaculate conception, because the only way they have salvation is by bearing the child of an elect.
Well, you've been debating the immaculate.
Well, it
No,
says that 7 women shall claim on to one man,
yeah, no,
asking for
sorry.
him to pretty much take their reproach away.
You haven't been doing the immaculate conception. You've been doing the virgin birth. I think.
Yeah, we were talking about virgin birth before, and I had to prove that the virgin birth is not true, because you need a seed line to hand down the seed. And if the man carries the seed and he plants it in the woman is not the carrier of the seed. So where did the seed come from? Because the Most High is not a liar. I've never seen a woman produce without sperm from a man, which is why the whole thing about court systems and child support exists.
You seen Mary do it.
Huh?
You seen
Sorry,
Mary.
I dropped out then. Sorry, my internet dropped, so I didn't hear what was going on. Sorry.
No, I'm just saying it's the same aspect of the court systems today.
Without a man, I said you seen Mary do it.
You said something?
Yeah, I said you seen Mary do it. So that debunks that argument you got.
I can't hear you. What?
Mary did it. You said we never seen a woman produce a kid without seed. I said yes, we did.
And this is what I'm saying. The Most High is not a liar. He's never had a woman produce child without seed put in her first. Just like today.
Wait. Hold on.
A woman cannot give birth to a child without having semen put in her.
Excuse me. You gotta give us a chance to respond to what you say. Okay. We've seen a bunch of miracles that was never done before. Okay, because the virgin birth is another miracle. So just because you never seen it before, it doesn't mean we throw it away. The Most High, I believe. Let me ask you a question. See, I don't know if you know the Bible. Do you know who Hannah is?
Hannah?
Yeah.
Go ahead, explain. No?
Right. So you got to humble yourself to say you never seen something. You don't know the Bible enough to have seen it. So let me give you a better name. Have you ever heard of Sarah, Abraham's wife, Sarah?
Yep.
Okay. How was she able to have kids?
He prayed to the Most High.
Okay,
He
before
was
then.
barren.
Okay, cool. So have you ever seen a woman have kids before Sarah that was barren?
Yes,
Have you?
it happens now.
No,
Because
no,
the Most
no.
High's not a liar.
My boy,
That's
let
why
me
we
ask
have
you
medical
a
cases of women in their 50s having
you gotta
alcohol.
relax. I'm talking about Abraham's time. I'm asking you. Because you're
That
basing off
story was to pertain about how a woman, after she reaches a certain
you
age,
gotta let
she
me
is
talk.
considered barren.
My boy,
Right?
my boy, you gotta let, dude, you're cutting in, you're in your feelings. Let me just explain. I'm saying before Sarah gave birth while being barren, have you ever seen that done before? Have you ever seen that done before in the Bible?
No.
Right. So just because you've never seen it done before doesn't mean it didn't happen. That's why it's called a miracle. Most miracles, well, listen, it wouldn't wow you if it was done before. It's called a miracle because you didn't see it before.
The miracle would have been the spirit of the son that was born to her.
No, the miracle is, well, first of all, my boy, how does
because
a woman...
no other human being was born able to do any of the things that he was able to do.
Dude, relax.
That was the miracle.
Dude, relax. Well, you don't know what a miracle is, obviously. Let me ask you this. How was Sarah even barren? Why was she barren?
Go ahead, explain.
I'm always explaining to you because I'm a scholar. You're not. You're my student. So
I mean, like, this is what the whole demeanor's been. So go ahead, explain.
Right? No,
Scholar.
you don't. Okay, I will give you all the time you need to explain that. You can't. I can ask you. I guarantee you.
And this is why I'm telling you. Go ahead, explain. I'm gonna cut right to the chase. If I don't know about something, I'm gonna tell you, just like I've been doing the whole time.
So be a student and silence and let me explain and let me talk.
Then get to the point, please.
Right, but you're at this point you're a student. So take the the Bible says
if you're gonna keep
the Bible says listen as much as you speak, right? So listen, you just spoke a lot. Okay, you just spoke a lot. Now listen a lot now. Listen a lot.
Go ahead, say what you gotta say. Damn.
He's still talking, bro. You're insecure. It's okay. You don't know the Bible, but I'm going to teach you tonight. How are all women barren? How do all women become barren?
I don't know.
You don't know much about the Bible. I know. I'm your teacher. I'm your rabbi. I'm your master.
You're asking a general question about how all women become
barren. Right.
Barren.
That's important because Rebecca, was she barren, by the way? Isaac's wife.
Yep.
Okay, Rachel, Jacob's wife, was she barren?
Like 21 questions now.
No, these are important women you read about. Didn't Rebecca have a kid from Isaac?
Yeah.
How did she have a kid?
Miracle.
What kind of miracle?
Name one you're bringing up.
Rachel, how was she able to have a kid?
Miracle.
What about Leah?
Miracle.
No, Leah was fertile. So you gotta stop guessing, my boy.
My point is, like, I'm just being sarcastic now because of your demeanor. Again, I'm not your boy. I'm not a child.
No, you
can talk to me like another man on here and give you respect like I'm giving you.
No, I call my son boy.
It don't matter to me. It don't matter to me.
Right now.
No, it don't matter to me because that's not what's going on. The demeanor on that aspect of how things are taken off. You clearly made that whole thing a whole different thing. This is not about the Bible. This is about your personal stance on standing on people.
I'm teaching you. You don't know.
Okay, so if you're gonna teach people. The teacher doesn't stand in the middle of the fucking class like I'm the teacher asserting dominance to people. Like, okay, then teach. If you're teaching, then teach.
Yeah, but you can't.
If you're teaching, then teach. Right. Because you brought up the same offense that Yahushua felt when he was being told, "Oh, you're not the son of David," and you were talking about, "Oh, you felt offended being son, right?"
You're my biological son. No cap.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know the
You believe
Bible?
in a virgin
Don't do
birth
this
still.
stuff.
Like, you believe everybody's getting saved in John 3:16.
Dude,
You still call
are my
Jesus
literal
Jesus.
son. You're
Like,
my
what?
genealogy.
All right.
You're my
All right.
genealogy. You're there. You're right after me. Okay? You're and
What
thanks
color?
thanks to me, you're in the lineage of the promised seed. Thanks to me. Okay. So Sarah, was she the first barren woman to have kids? This guy, you would think his phone on mute. Was Sarah the first barren woman to have kids?
You can answer that.
What was your answer?
We're not playing 21 questions. This is supposed to be a debate, right? From the beginning, I've been
we're
reading
playing
shit when you
21
ask me to do it.
answers. You're right. We're playing 21 answers. Give me the answer. Give me the answer. Don't give me a question. Give
You
me the
got the
answer.
answers, teacher. Give the answers. You know the whole Bible, right?
You're not
You know
worthy.
everything about it. You know all the mysteries about the book.
You're not worthy.
You know all the mysteries
I
of the book.
can't
It was
catch
given
my
to you.
You are a swine. You're swine. I
Okay.
cannot catch my
Okay.
pearls on swine.
Hold on. Do you still eat pork?
Dude, you're not gonna get it.
So, hold on. Do you still eat pork? Just answer that one
I
question.
haven't eaten pork since '96. What's up?
All right. That's one good thing at least. Because most
Dude,
people be like,
you
oh
have
no,
no
it's called
good
clean now.
qualities.
The Bible says it's clean now. Okay, cool.
My boy, you've done enough here. You showed your stupidity over and over and over.
You
can
still go to
I'm
the
just saying,
temple?
like, you gotta answer your.
I was on mute. I said, that's Sabio?
Yeah, what up with it, bro?
Yeah, I didn't know who that was. You laughing. What's going on? Hey, yo, have you seen Apostles of Quan?
Nah, I ain't seen Apostles of Quan.
I've been looking for my man. He's been missing. Hey, Indigenous, what's up, man?
Yeah, what's up with the brother you was talking to though? Because I hope he understood what you just did.
Bro, these guys show that they have comprehension issues, and this is why it's easy to get them in these camps and be mindless soldiers.
Mm-mm. Like, you clearly just showed him people that was barren that had births. Like, you died on your own sword right there. Like, are you not paying attention?
And bro, that's his own book that he can't even. He don't understand his own book. And yo, listen, hey Savior, I debated somebody today. First of all, I debated somebody today, right?
Mhm.
I asked him a question, some things he's supposed to know, like what's Solomon's wife name? Like, this is a popular woman in the Bible. He didn't know. I asked him, almost every, now, mind you, this guy's supposed to be some type of guru. Every question I ask him, I don't know. I'm like, dude, what the hell, man? Why are y'all the first ones to debate if you don't know what the hell you talking about?
Egoism. It's
Yeah, you gotta have more of me doing this.
Yeah, sometimes I'll be over here at work and stuff,
Okay.
or I'll be doing my own thing, studying. Sometimes I'll be seeing you be beating them up. You be beating them up. I just be sitting back laughing sometimes. Like, he be having it, like he be having them all over the place. And I'll be seeing you coming straight from the Bible, and that's what's worse. Like, you come straight from the Bible, and the
Nothing
Bible
else.
is what tied them up.
Right. I don't come history. I don't come this scholar. I come straight from the words that they're reading.
And that's what be really getting me, because they be trying hard.
And you know what they do? You know what pseudos do? They try to play in the gray area. So they try to ask me the relevant questions to see what I don't know, so they can stay right there.
Right. Yeah, that's a deflection tactic.
Yeah.
But there was a video shown the other day, a debate between Dr. Josh, who did he have? Oh, and Dr. Kip. And they was debating on slavery. I think you should check it out on slavery in the Bible.
I'll check it out.
They had them apologists. They did them apologists wrong.
Yeah,
it was
that
horrible.
In the chat. I'll check that out tonight, right after the game.
Let me see if I can find it. I'll put it in the chat now.
Yeah, I love a good debate, man. And even sometimes like Garfield and Jabari, I have no idea what the hell they talking about, right? But I still like I just love debates. So I'll tune in just to hear it.
Yeah, it was a great debate that they had. But they had them apologists against the rope. It wasn't even clean. It wasn't even fair for real.
Early. So
Yeah, it wasn't even fair.
what were the other crew, rabbis or atheists?
They were Christians.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah, they had two Christian apologists versus, Dr. Josh is an atheist and Dr. Kip, he's an atheist.
Yeah. Wow. All right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it wasn't pretty.
Yeah. Let me see that yeah, put that link in that chat.
Yeah, I'm looking
Indigenous,
forward
you might want to
now.
learn how to spell product. You don't spell product, you don't start off with a U. It's an O right there.
What indigenous black man? He's still out here spewing his nonsense.
Yeah, listen, bro, Savior. Listen, I'm a type of guy that is shoot straightforward, right? It's like really no filter too much, no break, straight go. And yeah, I could be mad at somebody, right? But just because I'm mad at you, that doesn't mean I'm a lie on you, right?
Right.
Okay. So, like for example, I think Apostle Quan is disingenuous, right? First of all, I call indigenous disingenuous black man. The dude always lying. Like, so that's his real name. But I would say Apostle Quan is more disingenuous, but I don't see that. I don't think he's slow. I think indigenous black man, bro, and this all 4 years, and he's been on my show more than anybody's show. This is like 4 or 5 years knowing this guy. I believe he's slow, bro. Like really, I talked to him one-on-one. I had him read the Bible. I said, okay, now what does that say? He read Genesis 2:7, where God was dealing with the man only, right? So I said, read that. And then he read it, right? Now it just say man. It don't say Adam, it don't say Eve, nothing. I said, okay, bro, who did God put there? This fool said Adam and Eve. I said, yeah, it don't say Adam or Eve, it just say man. I'm like, dude, that's not even regular, that's not even third grade. You're supposed to say the man. Or I might let you slide and say Adam. But how did you get Eve? Eve don't come to like
how did you place
16, 17. So after that, to me, that was just confirmed for me. Like, this slow. And I get it. I get it. Like slow people in society without proper love, right? Without proper support, they end up being like the low lives of the community.
That's crazy.
Right, because
I don't know how he got that. I don't know how he could put Eve there.
Okay, well, how about his ish? Hold on. Wait, I got something for you. Look at this stupid shit that he does. So this is him, like trying to connect dots. And I say pseudos always connect dots. The experts connect the dots, and we just take information, right, and then regurgitate the shit. But laymen don't connect dots. The experts do. So when you see niggas connecting dots all the time, like that's the first flag you're dealing with a pseudo. Okay, so let me show you this real fast.
Hey, where that video at? I got Dr. Kip's breakdown.
Yeah, put that in the chat so I can check that out. It might be something there that I could use.
I'm gonna put Dr. Kip's breakdown. He did a little 11-minute breakdown of it, of the verses that they use. Where is it? It's up here. I just came across that. My God, is it shit? Yo, that video was hella funny.
All right, check this out. Look at this. Now I'm gonna put his stupidity on display, and I don't think you disagree here.
It's like
hold on, Apostle. Let me take over from right here. Hey, look, what did I tell you? What did I tell you? What did I tell you the word ish? Hold up. What did I tell you the word ish means?
You lied about that.
Huh?
You lied about that.
What does the word ish mean? Like,
Okay.
by
No,
definition.
it does not mean like.
Nigga, look it up in the dictionary. That's all you got to do, fam.
Look.
Don't keep on listening to unbiased because he's fucking
Let me ask
retarded.
you a question.
You
Let
see,
me
he's
ask
already
you a
trying to
question.
change God's
Let
words.
me ask you a question.
Right.
And then,
No. I'm gonna mute you. He said ish means like. Okay, Irish people.
That's
Irish
a different
people.
termination, man.
No, I can do that for any people. Okay, how about
Right.
the Bible? Okay, wait. How about the Bible when it said an Israelitish woman? Is she like Israel?
Israelitish.
Yes.
Show it to me.
You see, y'all. Let me.
No, I just asked you to show it to me.
I got you. Y'all not ready.
I understand.
I keep trying to
I
say that, man.
understand. An
Okay.
Israelitish woman.
Listen.
So
Right.
show it to me. I will properly adjudicate that word and fix it for you.
Okay. Let me
He
do
said
it. For you.
adjudicate.
Yeah.
Hell
Right,
no.
right.
Just like these folks don't understand what Helen
He
is
said,
saying.
and fix it for me.
They see Gentile and they run off with it.
They don't. Nationalists, all that. Anytime you add ish to an end of a word, it means
Well,
like. So,
Okay, wait.
me no caring what unbiased says.
Yeah.
When you add ish to an existing word, it means like. So if I say Jewish, that means Jew like.
Listen, Brown.
Okay,
Man,
I got you. I got you.
unbiased is not going to have this discussion with me where he has to relinquish control. It's not going to happen.
Nope.
Because unbiased is scared of me. He'll talk all this
Control
shit.
today.
He'll try. No. We're going to do it on the line there. I'm doing this for medical reasons. Lynn knows my
Come on, unbiased.
Lynn knows
Help
my
build up your channel, man. That'll help build up your channel. Come on over there.
going over there. It's an independent channel.
What the hell?
I don't have anything to do with it other than the fact that I go over there. I get kicked off from over there just like a
Why
lot
you
of
get kicked off?
But I'm willing because that will be the most neutral point. You don't have to come to my channel.
Okay.
Because
so
I know
let
you're
me-
scared.
All right.
So
Apostle.
you will never come to my
They
channel.
never shut up.
Okay.
Got it. Let me mute you because you're too much keep ranting. So indigenous, this is for you. Right there. Verse 10. And the son of an Israelitish woman whose father was an Egyptian. All right. It says,
Okay.
It says they went out among the children of Israel, and this son of the Israelitish woman and man, of Israel strove together in camp. Are you telling me this woman is like an Israelite woman, or she just actually is?
That's what it's saying.
What it's saying?
She was like an Israelite woman. Like
So
it's
what was
likened to an Israelite woman. You know, maybe she kept the
You see how retarded he is, bro? If you look at verse 11 in the parentheses, it says she's from the tribe of Dan. Like, yo, that's what I'm dealing with when I talk to that fool. He sat there and said, because the word ish in there, in his stupid ass mind, he said, this gotta be a woman that's not Israel. She gotta be acting. Now, mind you, she's with Moses, by the way. How the hell you gonna fool Moses?
All right. People don't pay attention to shit.
No, just an idiot, man.
It's simple shit that they don't pay attention to, bro. For real. For real. Like it's crazy. It's disheartening that they want this book to be, that they want to be part of these tribes and these people in this book culture so bad. It's disheartening. It is.
Bro, well, I mean, it's just sad that people want to beat somebody else so badly, man. God. And
So
then they're gonna try
badly.
to close the door and be the gatekeepers.
And be the gatekeeper, right? Right. We are the standard bearers. You got to go through us.
Right.
What? Like, I don't, like, the trauma is real.
Yeah, bro.
I just had the video. Somehow I lost it.
Wait, somebody put a link in the chat. Let me see if this is it. Let me see. Somebody put a link in the chat. Nah, this can't be it. Wait. Maybe it is. All right, let me share my screen. This?
Let me see. Yeah. Scroll up. Let me see if it's Dr. Kipnim in there. Just scroll up a little. Not in the video.
Oh, you mean like here?
Yeah. Yeah, they destroyed. Yep, that's it.
Okay, I got it. All right, that's all right. Okay, this is a nice lengthy video here. All right, so this
Yes,
is
sir. They killed them in that.
All right, so that's the real deal.
Yes, that's a real deal.
All right, that's no, breakdown. All right, cool. See,
Yeah, that's the whole debate.
People always, you know what I mean? You see how people do? You say something, you can't find it real quickly, somebody out there finds it.
Yeah, I knew I had it. I just had to go through my YouTube playlist to find it. And I would have been scrolling for a minute.
Right.
That's what I was actually doing.
That's how good the internet is, though. You could come online, like, yo, one time I came online, I was live in Target, and I couldn't figure out which one had less milk. Was it 2%, 1%? I asked the chat, and it gave me the answer. They're like, wow, see, y'all be coming through.
But yeah, man, that debate was lovely. They hurt them. They showed it in the scriptures, and there's no way you can get around what they were saying. Dr. Kip got an 11-minute breakdown also.
So what did the Christians say afterwards?
Look, it's just horrible. Just listen to the debate.
All right.
It's apologetics at its worst.
Oh, so wait, so they're debating Christian apologetics.
Yes, they're trying to apologize it away.
Oh, yeah, because I say that because apologetics is supposed to be like the top. Okay, yeah, so it's gonna be interesting because they're not cherry picking just regular pastors.
No.
You debate apologetics, you are debating the best that religion that can offer. Like, this is their top scholars.
Man, these dudes were not if they was the top, they got handled.
Right. I can't wait to see this one. Yeah, did you watch Bill Nye versus Ken Ham some years ago?
Yeah, I watched that. That was hilarious.
I watched that so many times over, man. So many times over. I watched that. I love that debate.
Yeah, but this debate is lovely. I actually want to replay it. It's just so long. It's like 2.5 hours.
It's 3.5 hours, man.
Oh, 3.5 hours.
Yes. Like, there's no way you can even like analyze this because it's too long. If you analyze this,
right. They went through so much, right?
Yeah, you got to do it in parts, like 10 parts.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
So I just advise everybody to watch the debate and then try to have conversations about it after you watch it. About the passages, the Bible verses they use and how they went into other texts, because Dr. John's going to be using other texts, and so is Dr. Kip.
So, like other texts, like what? Different manuscripts?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I got you. Right. Yeah, I'm surprised the apologetics didn't do that.
Mm-mm. It was a good debate though, but they got worked. It wasn't close. It was apologetics at its worst, like I said, at its worst. I was in the chat like, this is horrible. I just stopped chatting and just watched the debate because my comments, I was like, how can they, because I'm sitting there and I'm sitting over here and I'm watching them explain and show them exactly what the Bible verse is saying. So, but when the Christians respond, they're taking it total out of context.
Yeah, you got me damn near itching to copy.
See what Tone G said, Josh had them in the corner, they couldn't wiggle out. Yeah, he had boxed them up. He did them like Tank Davis did Rolly Romero. Had him in that, boop, hit him with that two-step, had him doing the stanky leg.
So I'm guessing that the Christians were saying that slavery, what are they saying about it?
The Bible does not condone slavery.
Okay, wow.
Basically.
Really?
That was their stance.
They saying all slavery, like all forms of slavery?
All forms of slavery.
Yeah, they bugging. Yeah, are you sure they was apologetics, man? They sound like some damn Christian Goofball.
That's what they call look. That's what they call themselves. They may not have been apologists. They may have just been two pastors, two Christian goofballs, as you said.
Yeah,
I don't know,
I
bro.
don't think a serious apologetic would take that argument.
They
Yeah,
took the argument and got demolished.
well, I'm gonna watch it for myself because I used to watch a long time ago. I used to watch apologetics, Christian apologetics, David Wood, and all these guys. He's always debunking Islam, and it'd be kind of funny. So and you can see how they argue. Like they don't, I'm surprised, but I watch it for myself to see what's going on here.
Yep, they did, Tony. One of the believers even said women had sex because sex slaves were to save their life. Yep.
Bible?
Yep. One of them even said that sex slaves had sex because it saved their lives. Yep.
Yeah. Wow.
Yep. It was horrible. It was horrible, bro.
Yeah, you might give me
It was horrible. It was horrible.
Yeah. Let me put this phone number there for that goofball indigenous. I bet you don't call in. And he's the main one that be trying to get guys to debate me. He brought Apostles Aquan here. He thought he was my level, and now he don't even go get him anymore. Go get this guy.
Apostles Aquan ain't on no one's level. I don't know why Sarnetta even let that man on his channel.
Right, for fun. I be live, bro. Listen, there's sometimes I don't even click Sarnetic. I be like doing something else, right? Watching something else. When he have like his interrogation thing, shit, man, I'm the first to sit down and watch that stuff. I be loving that. He be kicking. Matter of fact, he the one that got me doing this again. Really, I got kind of jealous. Like, oh shit, man, he kicking ass. I used to do that. Like, damn, man, I would get back in the game. Let me in, coach. Let me in.
Right.
Nah, fact. Sarnetic has so easily. Had me like a little righteous jealousy. Like, damn, bro. I think I could do that, and I could do it and be as funny as him. But Sarnetic be killing him. So I love when he invites the stupid people like another guy who's retarded. I don't know him, so I don't even know the guy. Never had one combo with him, but I know he's not right. That's Black Minister Jesus.
Oh yeah, that dude nuts. Hold on real quick.
Yeah, I know he's not all there. Like nothing smart. He got to show me some documents where he's honor class or something like that. That's the only way I believe that he's not retarded.
Yeah, I got invited to his channel when I first started this shit a couple years back. And I was introducing. I went over there with Charles Colcock Jones, the Religious Instructions of the Negro.
Okay.
As soon as I started reading it, he cursed me out, kicked me off the show.
I told you.
Him and JJ 7000 started cursing me out. Get him up out of here. I'm like, yo, I'm reading the Religious Instructions of the Negro in America.
Yeah, why would they be ashamed of that?
Like, because they were basically trying to say that we weren't like this religion is ours. And I'm showing them if they had religious instructions of the Negro, how can this religions be Africans or Black peoples or Negroes? They got religious instructions for you, whole pamphlets.
Yeah, I'm surprised that they what was ashamed of that. I'm really surprised.
No, they did. I don't think they were aware of it.
Okay, caught them off guard, and they didn't know where you're going. They got intimidated.
Mm-hmm. They was like, "Oh, he's finna beat us up. He's finna show us that this religion ain't ours." You're damn right.
And the thing is, Sabio, if they are confident, it's our religion. It shouldn't matter what you bring out.
What you bring, exactly. Right. It shouldn't matter what you bring.
Right. That means anything you bring is going to be inferior. If I got the truth, Sabio, anything you bring is inferior to what I got. So I want to hear it so I can laugh at it and destroy it.
Basically. That's my stance. That's why I'm so confident with the stuff that I bring, because I know I've done the research and I know most people haven't done the research. So everything you're going to be bringing is speculation. So don't come up here trying to talk to me about um the Ottoman Empire and you haven't studied the Ottoman Empire,
Right.
nah,
Oh, yeah,
that ain't gonna help.
bugging.
You're bugging. You come up here trying to tell me about what was happening in the 9th century
And don't
with the
know about it.
Turks. They wasn't even the Turks in the 9th century. They were still Turkoman warriors or Ghazi warriors, if that's what you want to call them. They wasn't even a federation of people. They was just nomadic wanderers still running from who? The Mongols and shit.
And that's the entire 9th century?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. So when did they become, what was it called, the Turks?
They became the Ottoman Turks. You can say they started really consolidating around the 11th and 12th centuries, right after Suleiman and them took over Jerusalem, and after the second or the first Reconquista, I believe it is, they took over I think Erdene, or it's Erdene, or no, it's either it's Erdene or Adrianople, one of them two capitals they took over, or Izmit, or one of them two places. And once they took over those two capitals, that's when Ertugrul or Osman or Osmanli decided to start forming the Turks. So they came into power around 1226 and 1325, depending on which one you take as their initial capital.
Yeah, you gotta come through with that, because I love learning history, and that's not my area. So that's something I would love to get into, because I'm trying to cover all history as much as possible, right? I don't want to be limited. And when it comes to ancient history, especially like the Common Era, BCE, all that type of stuff, I'm not so well versed over there.
Yeah, I wasn't either, bro. It took me a lot of reading. Shit, I still got a lot of reading to do. But the one thing that I decided to do was, because like I said, there was a gap missing in the slave trade. That's the only reason that made me study it. I had to figure out how did the transatlantic slave trade, if there was a slave trade booming before the transatlantic.
And what you find?
The trans-Saharan slave trade, the East Indian slave trade, the Arab slave trade.
It's called the trans what?
The trans-Saharan, or
Trans-Saharan.
the trans-Saharan slave trade.
What does that mean? What was that supposed to mean?
Across the Sahara Desert.
Okay, got it. And who was involved in that?
The Arabs and the Ottomans and the Muslims. They started that in the 2nd century.
And like, were they enslaving, or were they enslaved?
They were enslaving.
Okay, and who were
Africans.
they enslaving? Okay,
Africans.
West Africa?
North and East Africans, mainly at this time. They hadn't made it to West Africa. They didn't start making it to West Africa until about the 8th, 9th century, after the rebellion.
Interesting. So when it comes to you mentioned the 9th century, those guys were not the Turks, Ottoman Turks yet. Now, what role did Islam play in their life at that point?
None.
Okay. So, did it become Muslim at some point?
Yeah, they became Muslim when they started moving into the Arabian Peninsula, into that landscape. But they came over with really like Tangrism, shamanism.
Right, the Indian stuff. So did they get converted by the Muslims, like the Arabs, when they went over there? Or
they got converted. You can say that they got converted by the Arabs. Some became Christians. They became all types.
Okay, I got you.
They became all of them.
I got you. Okay. All right. So
the majority of them did join Islam. All
right.
I think Shia Islam, to be exact. Most of them did become Shia Islamists. Yeah.
So why do the Moors, in your opinion, claim them? Like the Black Moors claim them?
Because of the the so-called Moorish rule of Spain from 700 to 1492, it wasn't really a Moorish rule, it was a Muslim rule.
Okay, got it.
But they say some of them Muslims had African ancestry, and some of them did that rule. Some of them did, so that's why. But and a lot of the navigators that was used on them on those explorations on those was African. Like Columbus's father, he was an Afro-Cuban or Afro-Spanish, as what well, not Columbus's father, but Columbus's father's slave.
Oh, got it. Yeah, I'm about to say.
So
Right.
Pedro Alonso Nino, Columbus's navigator, Pedro Alonso Nino, he was a he was an Afro-Spanish. So he had African and Spanish, and his father was too. So his mother was a Spanish and his father was an African, and so that's how he was able to learn the navigation through his father and shit like that. But he was a slave, so the shit's interesting.
It's very interesting. Very, because when you talk about that, it kind of like, it kind of like just connect dots for me from what I've read from like way later from that, right? I'm talking like 1700s, but again, you have Africans like doing things and just discovering things, so that is kind of like giving you a little flashback. Like, all right, okay.
Yeah, I be watching you over here killing these Hebrews and Christians. So it'd be funny to me. I be sitting back over here hollering like a bias is not fair.
Yeah, so I I share more like modern, like constant, like I said, 1700, 18, American Constitution, the Civil War, those things, and slavery at that point leading up to Jim Crow, all the way down to civil rights era. I explained a lot was going on, but I more so like to, I talk about a lot of things, and sometimes you'll catch me talk like before this Hebrew thing only started in December. Like you can't really find videos.
Right. Yeah, I noticed
that. Before then, right? So before this, I've been sharing information on, your rights, because I think that's important. If you don't use them, you lose them. And
right.
But more so when we interact with law officials, like I really key in on that, like what are your rights and what are not your rights? Because you got a lot of pseudo rights. People think he can't do this. Like why can't he? You dig? So like
right.
So yeah, so I go over that, and I'll throw one example out. Like Negroes think. Okay, let's say if an officer pulled you over for something that was like BS, like you like, that's BS, man. I had my seatbelt on. A Negro think when that officer said, "Hey, step out," because the reason was piss poor, they think that the officer don't have the right to say get out the car. Yeah, they don't understand, like that's an arrestable offense. That's a beat down. All that's coming your way. If the officer wanted to, he's in his right to beat your ass.
Yeah, it's an arrestable offense if their seatbelt's not on. If they choose to arrest you.
Oh yeah. If you say get out, you gotta get out. That's period.
Right.
Get out. If you don't, it's an arrestable offense. And if they want to, they can put hands and feet on you, because they're gonna say this was necessary to get you out. So so I just want to say Bible's recent. But I talk about umbrella things, because we got people that come on like yourself, Stu P, Chef. People come on, and then that whatever you want to talk about, that be the topic.
Right. Well, I try to help people see how things from the past actually connect up to today. So one of the things that I've been on for a while, and people think it's radical. But I don't think it is. It's the Constitution and the way I look at the Constitution.
Okay, how you look at it?
I look at it as an archaic document that needs to be updated because when the Constitution was written, you have to look at the landscape, the political landscape, and the cultural landscape that it was written in. And who was citizens? Who did they consider citizens at that time of this land?
Yeah, bro, we had that same discussion on this channel, bro. Exactly that. You had no man.
So,
I think Stu Pease was. Yep, you got the same exact topic here.
so if only white people were considered citizens, and white men specifically, because they didn't even consider white
Right.
women citizens
That's
at
true.
that time,
A lot of people don't know that. That's true.
then we have a problem that we need to address right there in the Constitution, because that excludes those people that still have not been considered what? Citizens of this land, and that's still in the Constitution.
Yeah, and especially that 13th Amendment, like that little clause, like we should have been got that out of there, bro.
We should have been got it up out of there.
That's crazy. It's still there. That thing said you're abolishing slavery, except hold on, I could go back to slavery. Like, I thought it was so bad. Why would I? What can I do to go back to slavery?
Commit a crime.
Yeah, so I go back to. So the thing y'all fought over this country, y'all killed each other off, and y'all telling me I can go back to that. So the South was like, so what the fuck we fight for?
Basically.
Yeah, so y'all are pro-slavery.
They are pro-slavery. Remember,
Right.
Lincoln said if you want to pull up the Emancipation Proclamation, and I think the letter that he wrote to Jefferson Davis, he distinctly said that he do not care about freeing a slave. He said if it freed one slave or freed 1,000, he does not care. His whole reason for going to war was to keep the Union intact, to stop America from becoming two divided countries. So Lincoln's whole reason for fighting the Civil War had nothing to do with slavery.
Right. So when you admit as a general,
he owned slaves.
right? No, that's true. So when it's okay, let's take slavery out. Well, then you got to keep it in. But I'm saying if you look at it from his lens as a general, like wouldn't that be a smart move just for him?
Yes, that was a very strategic move.
Right. Yep.
That was very strategic because in that clause, what did he do? He freed the slaves that was in the Confederacy for 100 days or for the duration of the war.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So that was a strategic move.
Right. And the thing is, I had to pinpoint that because people listen, we can feel like something is wrong, right? But still say we understand why they would do something like that, because it was for them. It was about, like you said, it's about survival. It's about keeping American dream alive.
Mm-hmm.
And if he didn't do that, it was like you said, it was going to crumble because the South was like, nah, we're going to do what we want to do.
Exactly. Yeah. Pretty much. So that's how I look at that. I mean, it was a crazy decision, but when I looked at it in college, like when I first read it in high school, I fully didn't understand it.
Right.
I guess I didn't really read it and like focus on what he was saying. But when I read it again in college, I was like, wow, he really didn't care about slavery. Right. Slavery was not the reason, the catalyst behind this war. It was one of the reasons. True.
Right.
It was a major factor,
it wasn't the sole reason,
but it wasn't the main reason. No, it wasn't the sole reason. No. As we have been misled to believe. That's why I tell people to read the Constitution, and if you can, read about the Civil War, so you can actually see what was actually going on in that environment, and see what Jefferson Davis and them had did down there with the Confederated States of America.
Hey, bro.
So that flag that the Georgians and shit be, that's where that flag is a symbol from. That cross, that Union jacket, that is a symbol for them.
Yeah, the unfortunately for our people, to generate that type of interest, you're gonna need like they want to see you argue. You got to debate it. That's the only way they're gonna want to have an interest in that. Like you got to debate, and then they'll say, okay, let me. Unfortunately, bro, that's what we do. If you just
Well,
talk, if you just telling it, and you're not arguing nobody, calling somebody by name, people are like, nah. But let you start. All my views on my videos have always been where people are arguing and calling each other names.
yeah, I
That's
noticed that too. Whenever I'm dropping real information, I don't get a lot of views. My viewership is kind of low. But when I'm arguing and yelling and cursing, my viewership kind of go up.
Yeah, everybody
That's kind of crazy.
Tune in. That's crazy, bro. It's like, yo,
So I only want to tune in when your life is good, and then I come support you. But when it's all good and pleasant, nah, no support.
But I didn't come into this environment to argue and yell with niggas. I could have stayed on the streets for that.
Right, exactly. In the barbershop, you could argue in there all day long.
Right. Shit. Don't nobody really have no information. They just yelling off the top of their head what they think is right.
Right. Oh man, they be the worst. I be looking at them like, dude, you won't sucker me into this conversation. Like,
nope.
Yeah, whatever you say, you're right. You're right. Whatever it is, you're right.
Right.
Like
all I did it, you cool. You're not getting me. All I did it.
Hey,
I don't know how all I did it, and he's 600 years younger than Jesus, but he did it.
Hey, Savior, I even turned down Hebrew debates live. Like when they was dumb as indigenous black man, I'm like, nah, no, thank you, bro. I'm like, hey, they didn't want to hang up. I'm like, bro, nah, I'm good. I don't want to debate. I'm good. Nah, see, like, dude, you can go now. You know what that means, right? I don't want to debate your ass. Get out of here. Like, God, you stupid. Like, I'm not gonna, you know what I mean? I'm not doing that.
They don't want no smoke with me, it seemed like.
Well,
okay.
Of course, look, Xavier, I told some people the trick. You cannot, you did that. Every time I pick you up, you fighting me and you always knock something. Xavier, they don't want no smoke because you keep coming like you're smart. Try coming like you're stupid and unsure. Watch how many people you get.
I can't come like I'm stupid. I can't come like that.
Bro, you gotta, that's the only way you're gonna get you. You gotta pretend like you don't know what you're talking about. And then think about it, these are cowards. They like to just argue people who they think is an easy target. All right? So you gotta appear as an easy target. Or you can kiss that goodbye. I'm not gonna debate you.
Oh, well, I'm not an easy target. They should know that. Shit, they should have known that when I came in the community debating Corey Dawson, just using the Bible about the Bible being anti-black. Shit, and somehow he wanted to debate, but I don't know how he wanted to debate. Shit, because I clearly used the Bible to show that the Bible was anti-black.
Who judged the debate?
2 Hebrews and some.
Yeah. Come on. I don't take that serious. Like, come on, man. Like, they got clear motive. They're biased. Yeah.
It was in Liars Den.
Oh yeah. Come on. Come on, man. Is that how they do? Is that how they do? They get a Hebrew to judge the Bible matters. Like, what Hebrew will really say you won if you're debunking the Bible? Come on, bro.
Right. I just used the Bible. I didn't use no outside, and then they gonna say you didn't use no sources. He didn't use no sources either. What the fuck? Nobody used sources. We both used the Bible. What the hell?
The Bible was the source. Yeah.
The Bible was the source. What the hell?
What they mean those sources? What the hell? They are weird. Their best source is their Bible.
Yeah, it was funny. It was cool. It was just a fun debate. I wanted to see what it was like, get my feet wet, see what it was like.
Bro, that happened to me on Solomon, man. I got ambushed by like 20 people. On Solomon show, like about 2-3 years ago, bro. I got on there. I mean, first of all, it was no subject. Like, they're trying to find something that I disagree with. So they're trying to like ask me all these goddamn questions. and they finally asked me about like the JFK trajectory conspiracy theory.
Mhm.
So, bro, it was hilarious. It was so mad at me, bro. It was so hilarious because they were trying to show me like like those missing link video footages where you can't see shit. Look.
Right.
Yeah, I'm like, dude, I don't see. Yo, play it back slow. Yo, you don't see that shadow? No. You don't see the shadow?
Man.
Like, ain't no shadow. Foggy as hell video. I'm like, dude, come on, give me something clear, man.
Yeah, I had my second debate in the SVDL. Shouldn't have did that one either, but it was fun too. I beat up LP like Paul, beat him up on Paul been a liar.
Okay.
The apostle Paul been a liar in the Bible. I destroyed him.
All right, yeah, wow. All right. So you've been, getting your feet wet in these arenas.
Yeah, that was a couple years ago. I used Romans 3:7. That was my base verse. Romans 3:7. If you know what Paul said in Romans 3:7, you actually understand that Paul was actually saying if a lie abounds and does the glory of God, why am I judged as a sinner? Nigga, you told a lie. What are you talking about?
That's funny. Yeah. I think I heard you say that.
But then he backed it up. Then I went through the rest of his letters and found the rest of it lies. He told a lot of lies. The man told a lot of lies.
And
Like,
how did they decide who won that one?
They actually they said that I actually won, but they gave it to LP because they said I wasted my first round, which I did. I fucked up on my first round. My computer was having a connection problem. So I had to rush through it, and I left like 5 minutes on the clock.
So
they gave it to him for that.
Total?
3.
Okay, so okay, they said so they trying to say you lost the first round because you.
Yeah. They said I lost the first round.
But did you give off any information the first round?
Yeah, but it wasn't all the information that I wanted to, so I had to try to clean it up and add it on in the second and third rounds, and kind of took away from my time in those rounds too on the points that I wanted to bring out in those rounds.
Yeah, you gotta talk fast as hell now.
Yeah, basically, yeah, I was trying to talk fast and shit to try to mush everything together. So I still feel like I won because he left the community after we had the little talk. I ain't really seen him debating or talking or been on anybody's channels. Yeah, for real. And he used to pop up on Dagger Squad and Pseudo Killers. Like Paul, he called himself Like Paul, LP, Like Paul.
Yeah, that sounds a little familiar.
I ain't seen him since that debate.
You ever had it in with Apostle Zaquan?
Nah.
Oh yeah.
I ain't never had a conversation with. Yes, I have on Dagger Squad. I had one conversation and it was horrible. No, actually, me and Kayal beat him up on my channel too last year.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, me and Kayal. Nah, it was horrible. Me and Kayal destroyed him. It was horrible. Yeah, he was trying, but he couldn't do nothing. It was bad.
Yeah, he disrespectful, man.
Yeah, it's beyond disrespectful with him and Black Jesus Minister. They don't I don't even want to talk to Black Jesus Minister anymore because there's no point. I call him Crack Jesus Minister, actually.
Yeah, nah. He for me, yeah, like again, like if you debate him, it's pure entertainment, and I don't like that. I like, when I research, I like to get it out, and I like to be taken serious when I get it out. So I would never be interested in somebody like that who's just a pure clown.
Right, like I tell people, I don't be sitting up reading these intense books on the origins of Judaism or gods and goddesses or race and antiquity just to be wasting my time. Like, I'm going in these books, getting the information out so I can better understand it and then expound upon it and pass it forward. Like, I don't want to be up here wasting my time arguing with a crack Jesus minister.
Yeah, I do want Apostle just to embarrass him because he's been calling me out. I mean, it's funny because he's on my channel. Like he comes here all the time, but he only calls me out when he's not on the channel. Like, dude, you be here. Why don't you call me out while you're talking? But yeah, so he's one of the guys. He'll show up and then get off and then call you out. It's like, dude, if you're
But
here,
if you call me out, he better call me out on something worth calling me out on. Shit, because I already know the Abrahamic faiths are not African. They're anti-African, and there's nothing he can tell me to or say to me. There's nothing anyone can say to me to tell me that they're African.
What about when disingenuous black men try to prove they're black? The Israelites.
He can't. I have the maps. I have maps. I have writings. I have everything. I have everything I need to kill him and show him that these people are not African. So all that out of Africa, and once they left Africa, they retained some of their no. Once they left Africa, they migrated and they changed to other people. They're no longer African. They lost that African gene. Their culture is not African. So no, they're not African. So all that African because of humanity started in Africa, IBM, it ain't gonna work with me, bro. Try that shit somewhere else. You're not that intelligent. African because life started in Africa.
Right. And that's another thing. We had that conversation not too long ago. They would definitely go there. Yeah. And then they'll pick and choose that shit. You know, they cherry.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's why I like to debate with one hand tied behind my back. I go in their book and say, okay, I think I know your book on what not every story, but the story we're debating, I think I comprehend it better than you. and I'm on the that's all we debating. We debating our comprehension. You know, it's because he's saying he reads these verses, it says this. I'm saying I read those same verses and
it says this, right? So which one of y'all are actually comprehending the verse correct?
Right. And that's exactly how I come.
In the cultural context that it was actually written in. Because that's what I try to get people to look at, the cultural context that it was written in. Don't try to put it in 2023. Look at the cultural context, the cultural environment that it was written in.
Wait, I gotta give it to you. Wait.
That way, there's no way you can say this or that. You know what was actually being said.
Hold on. Let's see if indigenous. Who's this chiming in? Uh-oh, here go indigenous. You done messed up. You done messed
Here
up.
come the crack man.
What's up, Mr. Sabio?
What up, IBM?
Okay.
Nothing. You call me the crack man?
Yeah, you know how I be joking with you, indigenous black man, indigenous.
Yeah, I know.
Man.
Why didn't you take on the Succestros thing for me, Sabio? I had to teach it from the chat. Why didn't you take it on and present it up on the panel for me?
Things that's on you, bro. If you wanted to bring that up, you should have came up on the panel and presented that.
Yeah.
All right. Listen, Sabio. You know I be killing them from the chat, brother. I be killing them so much from the chat. They don't be mentioning too many other people's comments, but they be talk about mine, Smash, Garfield, all of them. Unbiased is just jealous.
No, but why do you
know
how am I jealous when I actually
He just jealous. He just jealous because, like I said, you know, I be beating him up. with the scriptures. I be beating them up with history. I be beating them up with science. These niggas is retarded.
From the chat? Who argues from the chat?
Me. I do, son. And niggas like Fabio listen to me too.
Yeah.
Tell him, Fabio. Tell the truth to save your soul, Fabio.
Look, I don't think I really listen to you that much, bro.
Nigga, you be commenting back, so obviously you're checking. You're reading my comments.
Your comments be funny sometimes. They be crazy. I be like, where you be coming with this shit from? Because I understand.
No, what's good, brother?
I understand.
What's up,
like
everybody in the chat?
You used to try to tell me I was something other than African until my DNA showed you exactly what I am. You used to argue me up and down, bro.
Really?
That wasn't me. I wasn't a part of that group. It wasn't me. I didn't say you wasn't African.
Asiatic black man and a couple
other
people.
That might be Asiatic.
Up and down.
See, y'all mix me with groups.
We got video. We got videos.
Let me tell you something. Listen, I know, but I wasn't. Listen, I have African DNA myself. I can prove that my family came over on the boat. I got, I can take my lineage all the way back to the 1700s. The first roadside diner.
Yeah, I don't know if I got a slave DNA. But I do know.
Listen, I know. I got all that,
I'm pretty
Fabio.
sure
So I wouldn't say you did.
From what I've seen on my DNA results, I did not come from slaves.
Okay. That's
unfortunately, I would have to say my family possibly owned slaves. From what I'm seeing in the records,
isolated incidents. You know, it ain't too many people out there like you, but
nah, it's not.
But yeah, that just shows that the diversity.
This is what I'm seeing in the ancestry. I could be wrong, but from what I'm uncovering, and it's a slow, long process. This is what I'm seeing.
Yeah,
I don't like. Okay. I like A, but this is what the evidence has shown so far. Like I don't have any African American or what they would call African American DNA.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, most of my DNA is strictly African.
Oh wow.
And European. The 11% European.
What part of Africa?
The majority is from Nigeria, the Isan tribe, and then it goes through like but the majority is like 35% is Nigerian. Isan, Nigerian, 33.8%. So my African ancestry is 84.3% though. So that's pretty high.
I would say, yeah.
To me. At least to me.
You're gonna have to dig a little deeper, Savio.
Yeah, I am. I'm digging it deep. I'm going with what I can get to. You know, some of this shit is hard to get to.
Yeah.
Some of this shit I may not ever be able to uncover. But what I can
God willing, you'll find what you're looking for.
Which God?
Your God.
I don't have one, so which God are you talking about?
Your guy's Charles Darwin.
Nah, that ain't my God.
A guy could be a science, it could be a teacher, it could be, so don't have to just be And y'all believe in well, how about scientific racism is y'all's God?
Why gotta be a God? Why does that
a bunch of beliefs given to you by a bunch of racists that y'all niggas is running around here quoting them.
I don't purport scientific racism. I actually fight against scientific racism every goddamn day.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
And one of my biggest ways of fighting against scientific racism is trying to debunk these myths, because one of the biggest scientific racist myths is this idea that God created Yahweh created these people, this one group of people, to rule over everybody else. That's the biggest scientific racist myth created. And we as Black people that adhere to any one of those myths that says that we need Yahweh, we need Allah, we need Jesus, we are purporting that myth. So we are upholding scientific racism.
Got him.
Religion ain't got shit to do with that. I'm talking about
Yes, it
scientific
does.
racism, the theories and beliefs that were that. No, I listen to you. I listen to you.
Go ahead.
I listen to you.
And then I'm gonna share my
You
screen.
can sit here and talk so eloquently about how all that shit don't exist. But let me ask you a question. When we talking about scientific racism, we talking about the people who were there at the beginning till now, because it's still going on. They got killing us down to a science. Let me see. That's not even getting to the families who own, like the synthetic opioid companies who got made billions off of it. But you got to remember, Savio, Darwin was a racist. Sanger was a racist. Galton was a racist. Johann Friedrich Blumenbach was a racist. Sigmund Freud was a racist with the psychoanalysis. And then here comes Bernays with the propaganda, the PR, which they use against us all the time today. Public relations is what they call it. It's made this way from propaganda to public relations. Now it's called human relations, brother.
I don't
the
know
school systems
where
and how they're set up from slavery on. And we were slaves at the time where they was writing these bills back in the Constitution when it was first written. So we weren't even considered to be the humans that they were talking about. We were cattle.
I'm trying to understand where we disagree, because I just said that these religions are racist, and most of the people you talked about were religious. Most of the people you mentioned were Christians. Hold up. Hold up. Do you no, yes. Most of the people, Blumenbach, Kant, Locke, Montesquieu, all of these people were Christians. All of them were Christians. So they were using science. So
if that's true, it's self-proclaimed, but I don't believe you. I don't believe it.
I don't care.
You would have to prove that. You would have to prove it. No, you're going to have to prove that. You can't sit here and say that they're all Christian.
If you,
I don't believe that at all.
And IBM, I'm going to do you like I did the person who interrupted me. Well, the last time I tried to teach him about John Locke, I brought up John Locke and he did the same thing you did. I was going to read something John Locke specifically said, and I think I should do that to you.
Go ahead, brother. Read it,
specifically, please. John Locke said about Christians, about Black people being Christians. But what this is a paper that I've been going over on my channel. And I'm going to get up here to the Enlightenment, because that's who we're talking about. We're talking about the Enlightenment thinkers, right? Right?
Yeah.
We're talking about a specific people, right? The Enlightenment and scientific racism. Yeah, this is a big paper. And I read this already. This whole thing.
Yeah.
What you're saying that they're pushing their religion when that's not their narrative. They're pushing white supremacy.
Yeah, but they're using.
It's not pushing a religion. You're trying to you're trying to make it. Listen, no, they're not.
Stop.
No, they're not. No, they're not.
Yes.
No, I'm not going to stop.
Yes.
You stop because you're lying.
Okay.
They do not use scientific racism to push it. They use the scientific community and then they'll use your government, and then they'll allow you to teach it in school, just like they did with Darwin's theory of evolution in the 1960s. But I guess you're not up on code with that. You don't know how they allow these things to pass through the government and be implemented into your society and into your school system.
I'm tired of you talking at me. You're talking at me and you're not showing sources. And this is the problem with me and you. You always screaming for a source. Now I'm going to start beating you.
I don't have to scream for a source. I'm telling you exactly what I meant. It's not screaming for a source.
Stop. Can you stop talking to me? Can you stop talking at me? You don't ever source up. You always just talk out of your ass.
Yeah, no idea what that is.
Okay.
All right. So what we're talking about is scientific racism. All right. Now, right here, you have the origins of whiteness and anti-blackness in North America. I'm just going to read a few sections of this, a few things. All right. In this, all right, I just want to point out a few sections. Let's see. Documents in Spanish and English archives also reveal the involvement of a small cadre of English merchants in the Iberian slave trade in the 15th century. In fact, Andalusia in Spain emerged as a major base of operations for English Mediterranean trade and investments as early as the mid-1400s. English ventures began in Iberia at the pivotal moment when the Portuguese were mapping and exploring the coastlines of West Africa in search of a sea route to Asia. As their shipbuilding and navigation skills grew, English sailors and merchants followed the Iberians to the coasts of West Africa and across the Atlantic to the Caribbean in the 1500s in search of gold and to pursue similar opportunities for trade and plunder. These events facilitated an increase in the African presence in England. This growth in their numbers also gave the English regular opportunities to associate the commonly used synonyms for black, dirty, foul, malignant, as listed in the Oxford English Dictionary, with real black persons they encountered daily on the streets of London, Bristol, or Liverpool. All right, now I'm gonna stop. And I'm gonna go forward a little bit. All right, to Hall. All right, Kim Hall. Kim Hall's monograph with this Africana feminist framework broke new methodological ground when it appeared nearly a quarter century ago. Her critical analysis of Tudor and Jacobean literature exposes the centrality of blackness to the construction of early modern Englishness and related notions of whiteness and white supremacy. Hall especially attends to the intersectionality of race, gender, and class in analyzing the literary conceits that produce the tropes of white and fair to contrast English women with dark and black others. All right, I'm gonna stop and I'm gonna move forward. All right, because this covers a lot. But what I'm doing is I'm laying the foundations of what? Scientific racism.
Uh-oh.
All right.
How are you laying the foundation? How are you laying the foundation of scientific racism when you're talking about Europe?
Why? Why? Because this is where they developed it. If you don't understand that these people did not come to America, they settled America and they came over to America with these ideas already in mind. They just needed a target population to push them on. So they had a target population. They just needed a target location. They already had African slaves. We already had this established. We already know the Arabs had been doing this since the 2nd century. This has already been proven, documented. 2nd century. Then it expanded in the 7th century, and they had the longest run of slave trade. This has already been proven. This shit is just starting to end in some countries in Africa. The last one was what, 2011, I think, 2010. So we already know that they already had these foundations, these markets, and these practices going. We already know about the Spanish going down the coast, looking for their routes, trying to get to other places, and their involvement in the enslavement of Africans. We've already seen this. Now what I'm doing is I'm showing you the foundations of it in America, how the ideas that they got over in England and other countries led up to here, because who were some of the founders of America? They were English settlers, some of them. You have to pay attention to the founding of the nation. America didn't fight for independence from Spain in 1776. They fought for independence from who? Britain. Pay attention to history. And then you will start connecting, you will start seeing how actually things follow and fall into place. You will see the puzzle pieces fit into place.
Is it my turn?
Go ahead.
All right, now I gave you your time, right? So you're not going to cut me off. So we can say that it started with the Papal Bulls. The things that Unbiased witness showed when he was afraid to, do religion. He said he didn't want to do anything about religion, but I was trying to tell you about the Papal Bulls for years. I'm sure y'all know about them. Y'all heard about a Papal Bull, but I don't think that you're aware that that's what allowed the Spanish and the Portuguese to put the Africans into slavery first. And then in 1493, there was a Papal Bull written, and it allowed them to put the Native Americans into slavery also. So I would say that that's where it started, but then you have Johann Friedrich Blumenbach giving splitting us up into the 5 groups and then creating the term Caucasian. And, so I'm sure you heard about that. If not, then you need to look him up. Because you're just regurgitating, things that I've put into this community that y'all wasn't talking about until I brought it here. But then again, like Malthus after him, he's promoting the same thing, the higher race. Johann Friedrich Blumenbach was the one who created the class system by putting the whites on top and putting us on the bottom also. He was the first to do craniology. He got craniums from where he's at, over there in Georgia, the Georgian, area. And he deemed them most beautiful people, all that. The northern Europeans. So, because he knew the ones around the Mediterranean were mixed. They were all mixed up with all the different, people. So they didn't even get the first class white status until the 1960s, whether you knew that or not. But since we're going so far away from Christianity, no, I'm not finished yet. Because I'm not done. I'm not done. I allowed you to finish.
You're not saying
I allowed you to finish.
You're not
because you're not talking anything anywhere around the beginning of Christianity. You're not talking about it at its inception. You're talking about it from the slave trade times. So you're doing
you're not
all
saying
this.
Anything
you're doing
at
the religion and injustice.
Okay, so now
as
you want me to go back.
As you're preaching bullshit coming out of scientific racist people's mouths from the 1700s AD, a couple hundred years ago.
So now,
you sound smart.
So now he didn't want me to show the formation of racism in America. He wants me to go back to the Greek literature and show the formation of racism and
No, you're trying to say that that's how Christianity was created.
Shut up.
That's how we got Christianity.
Shut up. Don't interrupt me. Don't
Well, don't
interrupt me.
lie.
You just talk and you didn't say shit for 5 whole minutes. You just talked for 5 whole minutes and didn't say shit. You thought you was teaching me
Yeah, I
about
know,
fucking
I know I
Papago.
didn't. I know I
No,
didn't.
you did it. No, you did it. Because you didn't say anything that I haven't already shown on my channel, been talking about for
Okay,
years.
Sabio.
Been talking
Okay,
about
yeah,
since I
you
came
was the
into
one
this
started
fucking
talking
community.
about all this shit first. It's like I said,
Before
y'all
I
take
knew
credit
you,
for other people's shit. Y'all
before
wasn't
I
talking
knew you,
about it. Y'all was
there
not
you
talking
go.
about this shit when
There
I
you go
started talking
talking
about it in the
over me.
community, when I talked to
There
it
you go.
about Garfield, when I talked to
Can
Unc,
you
and just like I said,
can I
if they can't fuck with me, why are you even trying? You a
can you shut
student
up?
to them. So why do
Can
you
you
even
shut up?
try?
Unbiased.
Throwing out slurs and shit.
Unbiased.
And
Calling me crack man and shit.
Always
Unbiased.
be retarded, my boy. You was just sharing the mic. I'm telling you, bro. There's something. There's something there, man. He can't control himself. I'm telling you.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's something there.
You see this? He just asked me to show him something. I go to
Right.
show him something. He say I'm not showing him. So now he wants me to move to the 5th century and with Origin and with their writings of and them disrespecting Africans and black people and using
The
that terms that
goalpost.
we just seen
The goalpost.
that I just read about dark, black, being dirty, foul, malignant. I can go show that in Origin, Athanasius, Jerome, Pliny the Elder, all those early Christian writers saying the same thing about Africans in the early Christian writings. But he said he wanted me to show this in the foundation of America.
Right.
So that's what I was distinctly doing,
Right.
showing the foundation of America and Christianity and how it was used in America. I was doing exactly what you asked me to do, but you did not like that.
Right.
So you interrupted me, cut me
Uh-huh.
off, filibustered,
Emotional.
yelled, screamed at me, moved the goalpost, and then told me I don't know shit. Clown shit, nigga.
That's him.
Clown shit, bro.
That's what this is black.
That's straight clown shit.
Anyway,
That's
like I
straight
said,
clown shit.
the
That's straight
government
clown
implemented this
I got a
into.
whole dissertation.
They allowed this to be implemented into the teachings, allowed to be called truth through propaganda. Like I said, that's Edward Bernays. If you need to look him up, if you need to look up Edward Bernays, look him up.
So unbiased.
Look up Edwin Bernays, son.
I need you.
You don't understand propaganda or to propagate. Look it up. Look that up in the dictionary first.
Okay, cool. But I want to talk about this right here because I want to talk to a person who went to college or has a bit of an education. So you know what a dissertation is, right?
Yep. Yes, I do.
No,
Okay,
I'm not sure, Sabio. You can tell me.
I'm not talking to you. I specifically asked unbiased. Specifically, not with a P, with an S. Specifically. Okay, so I'm going to get up here to the beginning of it, and I want you to read what this says on this.
Okay.
All right, and then I want you to explain what a dissertation is. All right, and how hard it is to get a dissertation accepted on a college level.
Yeah.
All right. Because what I'm reading is a dissertation.
Congratulations.
I don't care about none of that. All that's filibustering ain't gonna change shit, bro. You gonna learn today.
You said filibuster.
Exactly right. Right.
All that shit you gonna learn today, bro. I've been telling you. I study hard. I do this shit. This ain't for fun. I don't come up here to lie to my people and mislead my people. Nah. All right. Let me get up here. Right there. Now, what does that say?
That says Western Christianity.
Can you see that?
Yeah, that says Western Christianity and the origins of anti-blackness, Eurocentrism, and white supremacist ideology. By John.
Read the rest. Okay.
By John Chenault, BFA Union Institute, 1977, MSLS, University of Kentucky, 2006, MA, University of Louisville, 2007. A dissertation approved on December 10th, 2021 by the following dissertation committee. Tyler Clinic,
So it was approved on when?
Yeah, Disney, you ain't ready, man.
Oh, I ain't ready.
Nah, you ain't ready.
I ain't ready.
This
Would
was
you
a
give me?
dissertation
Would you give me,
approved by the
Savio?
University of. Oh, and what university of this?
Kentucky.
This is for the University of who? Louisville. You're not writing dissertations to the University of Louisville, bro.
Man, he ain't write a
Please
sentence
stand
nowhere.
down. Please stand down.
Yeah.
Please,
Okay. No, I didn't. I haven't.
please stand
I
down.
haven't.
Please stand. So please.
No,
and what
no,
is
it
this
still
for?
don't
A
make it.
doctorate
It
in?
still don't. It still
hold
don't
on,
make science.
hold on, hold on.
It still don't make scientific racism. There could be
Unbiased.
scientific racism within that article.
Unbiased.
So you just talking ran your mouth all this time, and now you gonna cry to unbiased to help you. Don't cry to unbiased to help you, nigga. You take this smoke.
You coked up.
Unbiased.
Man.
You take
can't
this
yell.
smoke, nigga. Don't cry to unbiased.
Hey, you can't yell
Unbiased.
to have a conversation. Like talk when you get a chance.
What
And let him go.
What does it say? What does it say? It's a dissertation submitted to
The faculty of the College of Arts and Sciences of the University of Louisville in the partial fulfillment of the requirements for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Pan-African Studies. The Department of Pan-African Studies, University of Louisville, Louisville, Kentucky.
It was all white.
May 2022.
This is a you want. I bet you want to bet he black. I bet you $100 he's black.
He said all white.
I bet you $100 right now he's black.
Okay, Savio. Can I say something now? I'll let you read your dissertation. And let unbiased.
Until you pull up something like this.
So can I please say something?
No.
Can I please say something?
No.
Why don't you do a dissertation on? Listen.
I don't even.
Why don't you do a dissertation on Darwin saying blacks couldn't feel pain like white?
No.
Why don't you do a dissertation on how the University of Virginia study? Listen, a study. Shut up, nigga. A study of 200 white medical students in 2016, 40% thought black skin was thicker than white. How about you think about that propaganda that's being put around in universities, nigga? While you're running your mouth, acting like your dissertations can't have racism in them too. Fuck you, fuck the Louisville, Kentucky White African Society for Negro Improvement, whatever the hell they call themselves, and fuck all that shit. The truth is going to be the truth regardless of whether you want it to or not, nigga. And just like I said, you trying to talk about Christianity, son, you got the right one. Now let's get back to that. That's where we started. Don't move the goalpost no more, nigga. Christianity started in, where, Savio? Antioch. It was a negative connotation, like I've been teaching for years about these negative connotations and these social constructs that they use. Exactly. Black and all that shit.
Wait, where's your... Okay, no.
Years ago, before I started, it was blackity black and blacker than black.
Bro, I don't want to mute you right now.
And white man, you white and this...
I got to mute you because you keep going. You said teaching. Okay, teachers got written work. I'll unmute you. Where's your written work at? We could go read your study. Go ahead. Present your written work. Teachers got written work.
Right.
It's my work is in the chest of the conscious communities.
Yeah, exactly.
In the conscious community.
You're a pseudo teacher. I get it. A pseudo teacher, right? Like Ali Muhammad.
And on panels like this.
My man said teacher ain't got no written work, no curriculum, no books, nothing.
But you're still learning, though. You're still learning, Chappie. You're still learning, Chappie.
Oh.
And like I said, I got a timestamp for your ass to prove to you about the seed and all that. That I was the one, and then now you're trying to show that shit. So not only did you take my Jew and Greek argument, now you're taking what I said about the seed and trying to use it like you the one presenting it, and don't nobody else know nothing about it.
Yeah, like I said,
I'm not retarded. These are timestamps, bro. Timestamp for you saying this shit, man. Period.
Right, okay. All right, so
simple and plain.
I got it. So I'm gonna show something that I put together in the Bible. Some written work, and I might even put together some type of pamphlet, or might do a book, something like Garfield. But
I ain't helping you with the Bible no more. So if that's what you want to talk about, then you can do that with somebody else.
Sure.
I want to see if you want to show these timestamps, show that you lying or what?
All right, dude, come on, man. We got to talk to each other. You're talking through me again. You do the most talking. You got the most claims. All of you and the other two, though, Supreme Black Line. You two do the most talking with no work, no video, nothing, no archives of shit. But you guys do the most talking, like you produce something. At the very least, you can watch videos of myself actually, quote unquote, teaching something. We have nothing of you on record teaching. Like I'm talking about starting from beginning to the end. And then everybody get it. Like, okay, that shit makes sense. Nothing.
You got videos of me teaching, and you used to be in the chat trying to misdirect my teachings. You used to be mad at my teachings, me beating up the Ottomans and the Turks and the Hebrews and all that.
You got me mixed up with, just like I said, you got me mixed up with Asiatic black man, brother.
Y'all used to run together.
I mean, we was cool. We would say what's up in the chat, and we agreed on some certain things, but
Nah, y'all used to run together. Y'all used to send him genetic shit to try to beat us up with. Bro, you used to send him all shit. So y'all used to work together.
Oh yeah.
So y'all was both on that.
Well, not like that though. It wasn't like that. It wasn't like it was just certain things. I was never on that. And the people in the chat can tell you. See, that's you over here now. You ain't on the line. You ain't over there with the other channels. You over here with the people who know what I've been saying for years. So I really don't have to explain myself.
I used to be over on my channel
when it comes to the social constructs and all these things that they apply to us that we take dear to our heart and will fight and die for, when it ain't nothing but a name, social construct. I'm giving you the definition now. A name given by one group, put on to another group, and then later adopted by that same group. Okay? So yeah, I've been teaching that for years.
Oh my goodness!
Also been teaching how the government.
At this point, we don't need you up here trying to insult our intelligence. Like you're talking to people who don't know the simple shit that you just said. I knew this shit before I met you, bro.
Simple. Tell me about the socialists. No, tell me about the socialists. What I told you about earlier.
Shut your. I don't.
When I straighten out all that for Garfield now, and even Smash. Oh yeah, I understand. I see it.
And tell you about
all of y'all
because
didn't know nothing about Secestros. Didn't know nothing about who was in what dynasty it was in. Y'all niggas was all fucked up. I come in and one shot and straighten all that shit out for y'all. Now watch from here on out if they don't be using my shit, nigga, just like they have been. And I'm telling you, even though you might not know it, you've been using my shit unconsciously.
This is retarded.
You've been using my shit unconsciously, nigga.
This is retarded.
Because you think it came from them. They won't tell you where it came from.
So hold up.
I have one question for him. And my one question is, who was the last black pharaoh of Egypt?
You got quiet as
I bet you I know this.
Yeah, he called your bluff in business.
Hold on.
He trying to Google
don't go to Google.
Yeah, he trying to go to
Google. I'm not Savio. I ain't even picking up papers on your ass. That's all you
answer the question.
I ain't got to do all that. I'm not sure, Savio.
Well, I need. Can you?
Whoever was in there when Alexander conquered.
Can you Google his name? Can you look up his name and bring it on the screen for me, unbiased? Because I don't want to use my sources. Look up next to Nebo the second.
Wait, hold on. You got to spell that. Hold on. Wait.
NECT.
Wait. I got to share my screen first. I got no hands on. Okay. All right. You said in what?
Text the Negro.
Dude, be quiet. Wait, I can't listen to this nigga talking in the background. I'm nigga. Go ahead. Any what?
NECTANEBO.
N-E.
There we go. Nectanebo the second. Can you bring him up, please?
Yeah.
And I didn't learn this from Smash Rockwell. I learned this on my own studies.
All right. Wow. All right, so where I'm at.
You can read what you want to say. You can read. What does it say right there?
It says, was the last native ruler of ancient Egypt, as well as the third and last pharaoh from the 13th dynasty of Egypt.
I think it's like 30th.
Oh yeah, my bad. 30th dynasty of Egypt.
Oh, if you want to go into deeper on it, it got a little bit more on the wiki. So this would be the last black pharaoh of Egypt right there, Nectanebo II.
That's what it says. Okay, so he was the last native ruler of ancient Egypt, as well as the third and last pharaoh from the 30th dynasty of Egypt. He reigned from 358 to 340 BC. Under Nectanebo II, Egypt prospered. During his reign, the Egyptian artists developed a specific style that left a distinctive mark on the reliefs of the Ptolemaic kingdom. Like his indirect predecessor, Nectanebo I, Nectanebo II showed enthusiasm for many of the cults of the gods within ancient Egyptian religion, and more than 100 Egyptian sites. More than 100, lost my place. More than sites bear evidence of his attentions. Nectanebo II, however, undertook more constructions and restorations than Nectanebo I, commencing in particular the enormous Egyptian temple of Isis, the Isis.
Whoa. So I've been doing my homework, huh?
And business.
Jesus, take the wheel. What?
Where you at?
I mean, could you scroll back up the page and go to when Nectanebo was ruling, please?
Right, I'm right here. Go ahead.
Tell everybody, because I can't see it right now. Tell everybody what it says.
He reigned from 358 to 340 BC. What about?
Okay. Now it says he's the first Jesus, or he's Jesus.
Nobody said anything about Jesus. I said he was the last black pharaoh of Egypt.
Okay. All right. The last. Okay. So what does that got to do with last black? So you just showed me something that I didn't know. Thank you, Nectanebo. I understand. Is that what you were trying to do? That's all you were trying to show, right? Yeah. Okay. I got you.
Because you're always trying to say that you know more about shit than people on these channels.
He always teaching,
you're always teaching. Well, I just taught you something.
Savio.
Thank you for acknowledging that. Thank you for acknowledging
I did. No,
that.
I appreciate that too, Savio. But listen, the only thing I'm saying is when you're arguing, like I told my brother Morpheus and Unbiased on the channel one day, when you're arguing the same arguments over and over again, expecting a different result, that's the definition of insanity. Okay, so when we're talking about, we don't know Kush, and what about Kush, and what about, we talk about those arguments for years, Savio. It's not something that I'm saying, that's something that's easy, and I'm just wondering, I'm kind of taunting them to tell the truth, because I'm wondering why they ain't putting it out there, because I have a feeling, I'm sure they know, and I'm just, but it's not being said. Put these people in their place and give them the year instead of calling out a dynasty. Give them the year too, 1915 BCE, 12th dynasty, the Sestros. When he was invading Nubia, he named. Listen, see. Look,
you see, you're talking about an old conversation.
An Egyptian pharaoh, right? But see, they keep on arguing it. I'm saying they keep on arguing it,
But listen,
and there's your answer.
listen,
There's your
listen,
answer
we're
right
not
there. That
arguing
those
it
arguments
here.
keep coming up.
It doesn't look.
Yo,
Leave the
keep arguing
past in the past. He's talking about something that happened weeks ago, bro, like 2 weeks ago. I done forgot about the conversation. He's stuck on it. I don't even know what it was about. I honestly don't.
Exactly. I know you don't. See?
But he's talking
But
about it
you're
today.
so quick to jump out like the pseudo class, to jump out in front of Garfield and them and try to protect them, not knowing what the fuck you talking about.
Bruh.
That's your problem. So let me explain to you what I'm talking about. All right?
I don't want to hear
now, I don't care whether you want to hear it or not. You're going to. Sesostris I was invading Nubia and named the land Kush. Okay? The second cataract, he named the land Kush. Okay? With a K. Not the C. But you retarded ass niggas ain't even got that under control to understand that part. We're talking about the C is the land of Cush, the son of who? Ham, Shem, and Japheth?
Hey,
Cush,
hey,
son of Ham.
Indigenous. You know, speaking of C, indigenous, what did you teach me about C? What was that again?
I can give you the timestamp.
No, just tell it. You can't tell it all of a sudden?
No, I ain't telling it because, see, that's the problem. You'll take my shit and you'll run with it and pretend like you didn't hear it from me. Won't give me no credit for the shit that I gave you. And that's how you do.
Look, you have the opportunity right now to show and prove you knew this.
So I'll chase off my fucking name and then sit up here and say, I ain't, you ain't shit. Yeah, I got my own platform.
We won't do that. We won't be talking over me when I'm talking. We won't do that. Okay? We won't do that. That's not what happens. So he's saying I'm stealing from him, right? So that means he's the teacher, I'm the student. That means he knows more than me than these things. Okay, so now it's time to show and prove that you know more than anything in the Bible than me. Okay, so here we go.
I didn't say that.
Okay,
I didn't say that.
I'm saying I don't think you know anything in the Bible more than me. So
I say you take my talking points, man.
Hey, but you should know
That's
them.
what
right?
I said.
Okay, but if they're your talking points, shouldn't you know about them?
The Hellenist and the Hebrew.
Okay, right.
And
so
the Grecian and all that.
He's just talking right now.
Yo, is he finished? I cut my headphones. Yo, is he finished?
He's talking right now. He ain't trying to. But I told you, he one of them stupid niggas, bro. That just want to talk, can't listen. Just talk.
No cap, unbiased. I turn my headphones down, bro. No cap. I turn my headphones down. I got some PlayStation headphones. I cut my headphones down, bro.
He's a stupid nigga. He just talk, and just keep talking over you. Everybody in the chat, on my platform, know you're a fucking liar. Because now I just had you just stand on your shit. You claim you mentioned these first. I don't think you comprehend anything you mentioned. So you said seed. What about it? Exactly. So go ahead, Savio.
So I was gonna if you kept reading, it says for several years, Nectanebo II was successful in keeping Egypt safe from the Achaemenid Empire. However, betrayed by his former servant, mentor of Rhodes, Nectanebo II was ultimately defeated. The Persians occupied Memphis and then seized the rest of Egypt, incorporating the country into the. Can you scroll down?
Yeah.
And I did a little bit of research on it, and there's not a lot of information out there on him.
So it went like down to Alexander's time, like around 336 BC. That's when.
Damn.
Right around that time.
That's when
I was trying to tell Unbiased about the Hellenists. Like I was trying to tell Unbiased about the Hellenists, like he thought he knew about them, but he
incorporated the country into the Achaemenid Empire under Artaxerxes III. Nectanebo fled south and preserved his power for some time. His subsequent fate is unknown. Nectanebo is derived from the Greek form of his name, Nectanebos. His Egyptian name was Neterher-Hep, which means victorious is Horus of Hep. Although convention in English assigns identical names to him and his grandfather, Nectanebo I, the latter was in fact called Nectanebus. That's all the information they really have on him.
Okay.
They don't really have too
Yeah, I
much.
appreciate that.
I actually looked. I actually scrolled the archives on and looked actually to try to, because I wanted to do a presentation on him, but this is all they really had. Kind of hard to find anything on him, which is unfortunate.
Right.
But what even made me look for him was this conversation about the invasions of Africa and Egypt specifically. And I wanted to know who was the last pharaoh
Right.
before these others came in, before these outsiders came in and took over. And it led me to him.
That's a good look. That's a good look up. You know,
Just being nosy. I'm just a
the-
nosy nigga sometimes.
I put in the chat. Somebody can read up on it.
Yeah, if somebody else can find some more on him, that'll be dope. But I haven't really been able to find too much, except for what they have here on Wikipedia.
Yo, how about ask Indigenous, did he watch that debate with the apologetics and the Christians?
Did you watch that debate between Dr. Josh and Dr. Kip and those two Christians? I don't remember seeing on Midvision. I don't remember seeing you in the chat.
Who's Mythvision?
Midvision. Yeah, I don't remember seeing you in the chat.
I'm not. I don't know who that is.
Yeah, I'm a moderator.
I'm not
I don't
familiar
remember
with.
seeing you.
Yeah, I haven't been there.
Well, the chat is about slavery in the Bible. What's your stance on that?
Well, it's in the Bible. Moses, let my people go, nigga. You know,
No.
Pharaohs and shit.
What about God?
It's there. It's there though. So what? I don't care what you say. It's in the scriptures, nigga. So now, if you want to argue your belief and why you don't like it, that's on you. But when you're talking about the motherfucking scriptures, nigga, come out the Bible. Don't come out your motherfucking mouth. Just like I said, don't talk no shit and won't be nothing.
Cool.
It says it in the motherfucking scripture. Moses told the Pharaoh to let my people go, nigga. He parted the Red Sea, nigga, and then he parted the Red Sea he parted the the other sea for somebody else later on too, nigga.
Shit.
They were slaves.
According to the story.
Yeah, according to the scriptures, brother.
If you believe, you cannot achieve.
That's right. Not believing Darwin and
not believing in an ancient Mesopotamian Levantine mountain goat herder mythological.
So you don't believe we come from space dust, from rocks from space dust, Savio? Do you believe that?
Nope. What the heck?
I ain't never really. See, I've been missing. I don't know. Yeah. See, we been arguing about some shit we ain't even against. I've been thinking you a pseudoclat too. I thought you was just an American. What they call it when you. Yeah, that's what. Yeah, you know who the pseudoclats are, though, don't you?
Nah.
That's Garfield's minions. That's Stu Pease and Google Scholar and Cedric. That's pseudoclats. That's armed force, special forces unit in Garfield's army. He's got minions of these pseudoclats running around to keep popping up.
Well, if that's what you call them, that's what you call them.
That's what I call them.
Because they smarter than you, you have to call them names. Hey, that's your fault.
No, that ain't it. Because like I told him, I said, Garfield's really the only one out here putting all the information. Now the rest of y'all just come in and call, into his chat rooms and cause dissensions.
Actually, I put out a gang of information. You better check my pedigree. If you was in one of my back checks,
so are you a pseudoclat or not? I'm talking about the pseudoclats. I ain't talking about you.
I don't consider myself nobody.
I'm talking about the hard foot coconut eaters that be coming in the chat rooms, cozying up to the YouTubers, cozying up to the YouTubers to jump on the panel and cause dissension.
I'm gonna tell you,
ain't got no information.
You seen the movie? Remember the Titans?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, I love that movie. And he said something in that movie that stuck with me. He said, and he was talking to the coach. Remember? He was talking about not antagonizing the other coach. And he said, I don't scratch my head unless it itches. I don't dance unless I hear some music.
Okay.
I will not be intimidated.
Right.
So that's me right there, baby. So I'm not finna
Right. Oh, yeah,
dance
Sabio.
and kiss ass for nobody. I
Neither.
don't
I
agree
go at
with
all of
somebody. If I don't agree with Garfield on something, I'm gonna go at Garfield. If I don't agree with Black
Do I
Lives
go at
Supreme
all of
on
them,
something,
Sabio? Tell the
I'm gonna
truth.
go at him. If like me and Garfield don't agree on historical Jesus. He believe in him. I don't.
Yeah.
I go at him.
Yeah. Yeah. But I go at them too, Sabio. So you know I do.
Black Lives Supreme don't support historical Paul. I do. I go at him.
Y'all have to tell me to calm down in the chat. Oh, and you got to stop, man. Leave them alone. I'm got y'all falling out laughing and giving out information at the same motherfucking time, Sabio. You know I be going at them too. Don't act like I don't. I ain't in there. I'm a one man band. You try to peg me with no. Hold on. You wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Scholar go. He believe in historical Jesus. I don't. If Google Scholar was to hit this panel, we'll go at it over that.
That's my nigga. Google Scholar's cool.
I stay with Paul. And the only person I'm gonna use is Paul.
Speaking of Paul, he said Paul's a liar. Indigenous. What do you think about that?
Who said Paul was a liar?
Me.
Savio.
In the gospel. In the letter.
I can use the Bible to show you Paul's lies. I can show you all. He said in one verse, I think it's Corinthians, 2 Corinthians. He said, "I caught you with trickery and guile." What is that? What is that? What is that?
Guile is trickery and ruses and stuff like that.
So he said he caught you with. So right there, he lied to you. He used whatever methods he could to get whatever he needed from the people. I can go.
But then he say this.
The Bible verse.
Wait,
well, see, that's your interpretation.
No.
Hold on, buddy.
I can get the verse.
Not if he's reading the Bible, it's not interpretation. If he's reading the exact words, that's called scripture, not interpretation, bro.
Okay, yeah.
I can go get the scripture and read it from where he show you what he was talking about.
No, I believe you, Savio. I believe you because this says the prophets were liars. Yeah, this says the prophets were liars.
Wait, so how do you believe liars then?
Well, I mean, they're men. They're flesh.
But your salvation
we all fall short. We all fall short, brother.
Bro, but your salvation
is based on is just a sinner who fell down.
I was shocked, Savio.
And
his salvation is based on a lie. That's funny as hell.
Right.
Now you're going to hell in business, hell and back.
I hope not.
Let me ask you this question. Since when in humanity have a man ever gave birth to a woman through his ribs?
He didn't give birth to her through his ribs in the story, Savio. See, now you're trying to lie.
That was funny.
See, now you're lying on God, Savio.
Okay, we know what happened in the story. God put Adam to sleep, took that nigga rib, and from that rib, he put some dirt over it, and here go Eve.
And isn't it?
Yeah, he used Adam's DNA to create the woman.
Interpretation. That's interpretation.
Listen. The harder question would be, how the hell did you create man out of dirt, out of clay, not out of a rib? If you already created a motherfucker out of clay, it'd be easy for you to take a piece of that rib and create another motherfucker, wouldn't you think?
This nigga just say clay.
Hit him in the head with headshots.
He said clay.
That's the Yakub.
Hit him in the head with the headshot.
Yo, you conflating the Muslim story, business. This guy's a Muslim mixed with a Hebrew.
I'm a Christian, my friend.
He a Christian.
Strong G3526 says that Christians are niggers, and they're black and brown. So Strong's G3526 in Latin, they was calling us niggers in Jesus' time, Sabio.
Wait, what Strong's you said? What Strong's was that?
Strong's G35.
All right, hold on. 3526, right? All right, hold on.
And make sure you hit the one that's got the pronunciation, because somebody said, "Oh, that says Niger." I said, "No, it says Nigger," and he hit the pronunciation and said,
"My boy,
Nigger."
my boy. Okay, I know you coked up, but you got to.
Man, why you always see? Now, first I'm the crack man. Now I'm coked up.
Yeah.
What the fuck is going through your mind?
Okay,
What's wrong with y'all?
Okay, now this dude ain't from the. Now he told me, Sabio, he don't live in the hood. He told me that he lives in a white area. Dude, crackheads smoke hair. They smoke crack and use needles. You fucking retard. Because crack gets some. I've explained this to this crackhead already. He knows it because he's on that. They use crack and it keeps them up all day. So they shoot heroin and go to fucking sleep. So yeah, they use both, stupid. But you wouldn't know that if you're not in the hood. You're stupid. You don't know that because you don't live in a black neighborhood like me.
Is God body Marley?
Can I say something to that?
Yeah.
Nigga, you come from Pigsville. You come from Texas in the country. You come from North Carolina. You already said all that. And you keep on trying to talk for me and tell me what I am and where I come from.
This guy said where I come from.
Like I said, I was raised. Listen, I was also raised in D.C., but I come from the black community. All right. Now, I don't live there now, I said. That's what I said. But I've seen all of that. I've been through all of that. Seen it all. Had people die off of it, all that, brother. So you just acting like.
What's the Strong's number?
But I wonder why, just because you've been in New Jersey for a couple years now, all of a sudden you a fucking native and you
what is the Strong's
covered
number?
in leather with your stinking ass when you come from Hogsville, USA.
Bro, I'm here. What's the Strong's number? I'm here.
No, nigga, you talking about my little town, nigga. What about your little town that you lived in?
This nigga.
That you come from, nigga.
Fool.
Hey, bro,
I ain't no fool. He said it on his own platform the other day, Sabio.
How old is you?
He said it on his platform the other day, brother.
That nigga like, yeah, he like 60, bro.
I'm 53. I'm 53.
What? And you still act like you're 37, nigga? 25.
Still act like I'm 37.
You act young as fuck to be 53, bro. You act immature my upbeat nature, bro.
I'm immature.
You act immature, bro.
Like I said, Sabio, all the bullshit that's coming out your mouth is irrelevant. You can throw names because that's what y'all resort to because you don't have nothing to fuck with me on when it comes to the information. I shut you down.
You don't have no
I shut the bullshit coming out of your mouth down, nigga. And then all of a sudden you want to resort to calling names. So guess who's being? What is name calling? Isn't that childish? Meaning childlike, my friend. So.
I just told you what you act like.
Don't be a hypocrite. If I'm acting like a child, right?
If first dog that hit dog hollers.
Less than my age, it ain't got shit to do with that.
Dog will holler.
It ain't got shit to do with that. That's all you got to do is resort. That's all you got to do is resort to calling me names, brother. That's all you got. Now listen to the stupid shit coming out your mouth. Now you're saying what Sinetta says all the time because you ain't got shit else. You repeating from another man. Does that make you smart?
Hit dog will holler.
No, that just makes you a repeater, nigga. You are regurgitating. You are a regurgitator, son.
So
that's all you are, and you let these motherfuckers lie to you and take you down their rabbit hole with them. I'll be damned if I'm going. And like I said, you try to associate me with Asiatic black man. That ain't me. Unbiased tries to associate me with Apostle and says I'm learning from him. That's not true. I'm a lone wolf. I do this. I've been doing this shit on my own for years, and ain't needed none of you whack ass niggas, and ain't listening to none of your whack ass channels, and don't have to even question what I'm talking about is right.
Quit lying.
Y'all niggas don't know shit about what I'm talking about. That's the problem. So when I am coming to talk, when I am coming to say something,
nigga.
You used to
stalk my channel. You used to stalk my channel. You was there yesterday.
Oh
You
my
was in there
support.
yesterday when we was beating up
Listen,
Islam.
I support.
When we was
I support.
destroying
I do.
Islam.
I do. I
We
will
was
support.
destroying Islam yesterday, and you was in the chat.
Oh my God.
I'm not Islam though. I'm not Islam though, Savio. I'm not Islam.
We destroyed it yesterday.
I asked the Islamics how many times.
You are
why
Islam. You said Clay.
Listen. I asked the Islamics. I say how many times. Why is Jesus in the Bible more than Abraham? And you ain't following Christian. You ain't got shit to do with Christianity and all this other
I
stuff.
was just asking Muslim about the Bible. That wasn't very smart.
The Quran. I mean, I'm sorry. Abraham is in the. Thank you, unbiased.
I catch
Why is Jesus in the Quran? Why is Jesus in the Quran more than Abraham? You know, shit like that. I mean, easy work for them. They the new book, so they ain't got no play. You know, we can even go back to the Torah, where they took the first 5 books out of the Old Testament and Greekanized it and did all that. But, you know, I do understand where you're coming from, where this is a white man's religion, because it has been taken over and manipulated that way. But in 40 AD,
it was never
when they were having...
It was never
in 40 AD, listen, in 40 AD... Would you listen to me, brother? In 40 AD, when they...
If you try
that's where the Grecians was coming back.
If you try to make the shit African...
No, listen, that's where the Grecians were coming back. Those were Africans. Those were African Jews. They were... yeah, the ones who ran...
Stop it.
During Abraham's time into Africa, the ones who ran when Christianity... When they were sacking Jerusalem, when they were sacking Jerusalem, when they were sacking Jerusalem in 70 AD, the ones who ran over there in 70 AD when the Greeks were sacking Jerusalem too. That's the second sect.
Wrong.
So that's when Christianity was created in like 40 AD. In that time, when they was calling them, Antioch called them Christians, and they had the Council of Jerusalem in that time.
You're wrong.
Yeah. So all this is well documented. It's in the Bible also. So you can keep on saying I'm wrong, but it's all written down in the Bible. It's in the scriptures.
You see,
and you mad because there's real history in the scriptures. And it's killing you.
Actually,
it's stains.
Can I say something?
Jesus is on the main line, Savio. Answer the goddamn phone, nigga.
Now can I say something? Because the Bible is an ahistorical document. I need you to look that word up, because it may be above your pay grade and above your educational level at this moment. So look up the word ahistorical. All right. And once you figure out what that actually means, then come holler at me. All right.
I didn't know you was bougie, Savio. I didn't know. I never took you for bougie.
I'm going to be very bougie right now, because I'm going to be very bougie right now, because everything you just said is pure idiocy. Until you can show me Abraham historical evidence, we can't even talk about him historically. We're talking about a mythical person. So you have to show me these people historically. You can't tell me because you believe the Bible is real. It's not gonna work with me. No, you're not. No. You're not going to tell.
You have to show me how a nigga came from an amoeba. You have to show me that.
You're going to have to show me how a woman. You're going to have to show me how a woman came out of a man's rib.
Yeah, you have to show me how a motherfucking mammal that was around jumped in the motherfucking water and turned into a whale, nigga. That's all in evolution. You have to show me that shit, nigga. Show me how you got all that time for a motherfucking mammal first, and then 4-legged mammal now jumps in the motherfucking water and turns into a whale. Nigga, you show me that.
Hey,
that's what you show me.
Hey, I can't replicate it, because I'm not the scientist.
Yeah, I know you can't. I know you can't, Savio. We know you can't, brother.
But
we wouldn't ask you to do that.
While you over talking me, you're going to have to show me a man coming, a woman coming out of a man's rib. You're going to have to show me how a planet is going to work without a sun for 3 days. You're going to have to show me that one. Hold up. You're going to have to show me how a river, how a sea got parted with a staff.
A donkey
Uh,
talking?
You're going to have to show me how a donkey talk. You're going to have to show me how a snake. A
Wait, the
snake.
donkey speak
That nigga was Shrek's
Hold
cousin.
up.
That was Shrek's great granddaddy.
Hey, you're going to have
The Shrek donkey.
Right. You're going to have to show me how a snake. You're going to have to show me how a snake talked. You're going to have to show me. You're going to have to show me how a fish, a great fish, swallowed a man.
And he lives.
And he lives. You're going to have to show me all these extraordinary claims. And I left some out. Just being
How
nice.
about feeding 5,000 people with one fish sandwich?
Right. You know, I left that one out. I left some out. Just being nice.
You know what I'm gonna show you, Savio?
Hold up. You're gonna have to
save you all the trouble.
You're gonna have to show me.
No, you know what I'm gonna show you. See, no, you can't keep talking, Savio. You can't keep on talking, man. You gotta give me a chance. Listen, you know what I'm gonna show you? How the Big Bang happened. How the Big Bang happened when God said, "Let there be light," nigga. That's what I'm gonna show you.
Oh my goodness gracious!
Let there be light.
Which God? Zeus.
That was the Big Bang, Savio.
Zoroaster.
The God.
Zeus, Zoroaster, Kulu,
Allah,
Oludumare.
Yeah.
Oh, so it has to be that Middle Eastern God, huh? It has to be that Middle Eastern God, huh?
Yeah. See, Middle East didn't exist when Havilah existed, nigga. And that's the name of, listen, hey, what you don't know, look up Havilah, I dare you. Look up Havilah. That was the Middle East before the Middle East was the Middle East, and it's the descendant of Shem. So it's in a lineage passed down from the forefathers.
Do you hear this, crack?
But you didn't know that, though, did you, son? No, but you didn't know that, though, did you, son? So, look up Havilah, then.
So now,
Crack.
so now, Shem, Ham, and Shem. So now Ham, Shem, and
you know you could no.
Exist.
I gotta you going no. You joking? See, I gotta let you slip with the first one. Now the second one, you know what you are. You want me to tell you what you are? You ready? You hear me? You're the man in the mirror, nigga. You are one of them aberrations from the movie Us. That's what you are. You want these niggas to come over here and duplicate another nigga and trying to kill off humanity with your black ass with the stupid shit that comes out your mouth. It shows. You ain't nothing but one of them fucking aberrations off the movie Us. Okay, I digress.
Indigenous.
What, nigga?
What about the hell?
Oh, you want me to keep going? Like I said,
Savio
keeps. Yeah, put the pipe down. See, that's what I'm saying. You see, y'all throw out false accusations about people. You throw names and slurs because you don't have shit.
This is fun.
You don't have shit, Savio.
This is actually boring. I'm keeping it real because you're not saying anything intelligent. You're throwing nothing but Bible stuff.
I ain't said nothing intelligent.
No, you haven't.
I ain't said nothing intelligent.
No.
Nothing at all.
I'm being honest.
I ain't said nothing intelligent.
No.
It's like I said, y'all niggas is regurgitating my shit, whether you consciously or unconsciously, you're using my shit, nigga.
I'm trying to be honest.
Know that. Just know that.
Like the conversation has dumbed down since you came on.
Well, let's do a debate then, Savio. Creation versus evolution.
I don't debate evolution.
Creation versus evolution,
I don't
Savio.
talk about evolution. Unfortunately, evolution is not something I talk about. You have to talk to Google Scholar.
So how'd you get here, Savio? How'd you get here then, Savio? How did we just...
You asked me how I got here, I'm going to tell you. My mother and my father had sex.
Okay. Well,
that's how I got
to save you some embarrassment. To save you some embarrassment, you are like a lot of these niggas in the community who don't go back far enough. And you always say, oh, why you go all the way back there, man? Shut up, nigga, and learn something. The Garden of Eden was over in that land, first of all. And secondly, that's where, according to the scriptures, if I'm talking to I ain't talking to you. I know you don't believe, Savio, so I know you don't believe that. But to the people who do follow the scriptures, You need to start talking about the motherfucking Garden of Eden while y'all bullshitting and playing around and act like you don't understand when it's all up in the scriptures where the origins of man comes from, instead of sitting here talking, trying to mix evolution and creation together, sound like a bunch of fucking idiots. How about that? I digress.
So, when are you going to teach us about the garden?
What?
I said, when are you going to teach us about the garden?
I've already did a presentation.
When?
I talked about it, not a presentation, but I did a build on it with Apostle on his channel. Yeah, I talked about the garden
might go over there.
And how. Well, you want me to tell you about it too?
Yeah.
Well, it tells you about the 4 rivers that's coming out of the garden. I mean, out of the garden to water the garden. It says. So we're talking about, and one of them is the Euphrates. Okay, so we are dealing with that area. We're dealing with that area over there, and like I said, Havilah is the name of the Middle East before it was the Middle East. Cush had owned a lot of that land over there, all the way over to India. When he was, it was his land, I guess, passed down from Ham or whoever the lineage went through. But Havilah is one of those places that, I always say, because the Middle East, everybody says the Middle East, but they don't know that the name was Havilah before it was the Middle East. And that was just one of the names of the people, the descendants of the Bible.
So that's it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You was acting like you had some real deep.
Well, I'm saying the garden, you could look at the rivers. The one encompasses the whole of Ethiopia, right? So you could say that's the Nile. And then the one that comes all the way down to Havilah, it says it in the book. That's why I say Havilah all the time, because it says it comes all the way down to Havilah, encompasses Havilah. So that would be, whatever river comes all the way down from, the Euphrates and that connection. And then you got the Euphrates, and then the other one juts out to the west. It jumps out to the west. So that's going, I guess, toward China and stuff, that river would be. So that kind of gives you an area of where it was and, where the garden was set up. And it talks about, one of the rivers still existing. And they say the one that encompasses the whole of Ethiopia. So you can check that out and look that up. But I'm going to let y'all go. I got to get off here. I got to get up in the morning and ride a couple hours down the road. But, yeah, when I get a chance, I'll come on here and play them timestamps to show you where I said that unbiased. But I got to go to the doctor with my girl in the morning.
You're a teacher, right? I said, see, a teacher can recite their information, on the spot sometimes.
Yeah. But you just want to use it for tomorrow. That's what you want. You're going to debate somebody tomorrow, and you're going to use my information like you always do, nigga.
I never use it.
And it ain't happening.
You are unlearned.
Until you showed that timestamp where I told you and Mr. Morpheus about it, because we was all building, had a good build that day.
Yeah, so I would never use information.
You know what, nigga? If I'm telling the truth, if telling the truth means I'm pseudo, then nigga, I'll be that all day. I'll be that. I'll be that.
Horrible researcher.
Thank you. I appreciate you too, man. For all the things that you've taught me, and master teacher, unbiased, Lightfoot Johnson.
If you want to learn what I'm teaching, then you need to. You taking notes? You and that damn apostle taking notes.
Damn.
You
finally finished.
You and Mudbone here.
I haven't. I didn't hear one word.
I'm calling Savio Mudbone.
Because I cut my headphones
Shut up,
down.
Mudbone.
No cap. I cut my headphones down. So the whole 3
Hold on, I'm getting off here, Savio. I'm getting off. I'm leaving, man. I'm leaving. I'm going to leave y'all alone. I appreciate y'all. And I'll holler at y'all later on. I got to get up early in the morning.
When you're serious, you come back. When you're serious, stop being a clown.
All right. Later.
Yeah, all that preaching he was doing, I didn't hear none of it.
Yeah,
I cut my headphones down.
Yeah, nothing but stupidity. Nothing made sense.
I heard him get to talk about God did this. Oh yeah, it's time to mute.
You gotta take my headphones out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, nah. I told you, bro. You little slow.
Yeah,
It's
people are stuck. He's
nah,
just stuck.
No, that's not stuck. That's not stuck. That's slow. I know stuck. That's my grandma. She stuck because she can understand what I'm saying and even say it back. Oh yeah,
Mhm.
okay. Oh, all right. I hear what you're saying. But then she just stick to her ways, right? That's stuck. Slow means you can't comprehend. He just told you that clay.
Mm-hmm.
Where's he read clay from?
I have no clue.
Then he told a Muslim, why is Jesus mentioned more times than Abraham in the Bible? And I said, bro, why would a Muslim care about the Bible? Oh, I meant the Quran. You see, you can't even get your stuff together, man.
Man, it's crazy. He be trying. He be trying to teach.
Well, no. He has to know what teaching actually is. First of all, when you teach, you need a student first, right?
Mm-hmm.
So remember, it said when there's a student, the teacher shall appear, right?
Mm-hmm.
But there is no teacher if there's no student.
Right. Right. But he think he's educating, but he don't know what the word educar means. He don't know it comes from the Latin to draw out,
Right.
to bring out.
Mm-hmm. And that's exegesis, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you don't know what that is either.
Nope. He think it's to just say something real quick
Right.
and
Right, your guess. Can remember he kept saying, yeah, you read the Bible verbatim. He said that's your opinion. Like, dude, how you come up with that? How you say it's his opinion? He read the words
right.
as they are. Okay.
That's the way he do. But yeah, I'm finna eat. It's been a nice little show, nice little conversation. Keep beating them up, man. Keep teaching. Keep IBM away from the panel. He 53, and he's stuck.
He's a late night guest
way.
because he's the entertainment for some people out there.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, he can be entertaining sometimes when you want to listen to him.
Yeah.
But sometimes his idiocy is just too hard to bear. Like,
oh yeah. Sometimes he pisses me off. I gotta throw him off the damn thing.
Yeah, for real.
Sometimes
why are we even going back and forth with dude?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I appreciate you for allowing me on the panel, bro. I'll talk to you later.
Man. You added to the content. People was rocking. Oh yeah, believe me, I'm watching that debate. Yeah. Matter of fact, I might be off here soon myself.
Yeah, go ahead, watch that debate. See and we talk about it tomorrow. I want to see what you say.
Yeah. Well, that shit 3 hours. I don't know if I'm gonna watch all 3 hours straight. I'm gonna watch.
Yeah, you probably not, cause I did it. Shit, I had to cut it off.
Yeah. 3 hours and it's 3 hours and 30 minutes. That's damn near 4 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I'm gonna try to watch as much as possible.
That's what I did. I watched it live and caught the rest of it afterwards. Yeah, I didn't watch it all. It was too much. I had to work too, so. But yeah, like I said, I'm finna eat this burger and fries I make myself over here, man. I'm hungry as hell. Peace, dog.
I ate while y'all was talking.
See, lucky you.
Oh yeah.
All right, bro.
All right, man. Peace. All right, let me come over here, fact checking indigenous on the low. About to get at him. Let me screenshot this real fast.
let me screenshot this real fast. This is for indigenous. Yeah, this is for indigenous. Let me screenshot this real fast. Who the hell is that? Uh-oh. 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 I think I found something. I think I found something. Uh-oh. How about said he says it? Uh-oh. Oh. Think I found something. I think I found something. Oh my God. It's over for his argument. Oh, wait till I do this to him. This is going to be embarrassing. Oh my God. Yo, I'ma destroy this fool. Oh, yeah. You know what? I'll let y'all see. I will let y'all see. What was that? What was that? I will let y'all see. This is gonna be funny as hell tomorrow. I will let y'all see. Okay. So look at this. Here we go. Watch this. So this retard, he thinks that because this is here, and it does mean dark. He thinks because that's there, that means that that man was black. Some stupid nigga, yeah. Now you know this is his last name, right? This is his last name. Look at this. Boom, 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 boom. Let me show y'all something. Fire Marshal Bill. Okay, let me make sure, yeah, you guys are paying attention. All right. Listen, look at this. Look at this right here. This is gonna be an end for it's an end for his little talking point. Okay. I gotta make it bigger. So now I gotta show y'all what y'all looking at. Okay, so let me take it from the top. Let me take it from the top. Let me take it from the top. I mean, I don't know, man. think people need classes like on how to look up words correctly. I wonder if school. I think school teaching little kids that nowadays. When I was young, there was no internet. There was no none of that stuff. There was no computers. It was when I was a senior, but we had it was. I don't remember a computer in the middle school. We had typewriters though. We might have had one. We might have had an Apple, but like nobody ever really used it. It did. I hardly once in a while. I think I ever touched that Apple. All right, guys. Back 16. Right, let me see what I'm looking for. That's what you're looking for. Okay, I got it. Okay. Right. I almost forgot what I was doing just now. Give me this. No. Here's you use your own phone. Here. You got your own phone. Yep, there you go. All yours, dude. That's your phone. I got like a little piano thing on his phone. I got the screen lock where he kind of just play the piano. Okay, so I forgot what I was going to do on the side. So you got Axe. You got Simon. What the hell I was going to do on the side? Oh, I hate when I get distracted. All right. So he thinks Simon, that was called Niger. He thinks that means, now when it says that was called, that just means that they're called by their last name. All right, let's see. What does it say right here? He that was called Judas. So when you was called, when it says that phrase, that doesn't mean it's talking about your skin color. It's saying that's what they called you as a name. Okay, so they got two situations that. So Simon that was called Niger, and he that was called Judas. Isn't Judas his name? So sometimes they called him Niger. This had nothing to do with his race. Okay. Oh, I know what I was going to do. I remember now. Confirmation. So now I'm gonna go to Niger. I'm gonna go to Niger. Okay, you see it? Did you guys see the Greek word for Niger? Okay. So that Greek word, Niet, is the same as this. So what you're looking at a Greek English lexicon of the New Testament and early Christian literature by Walter Ballard. Okay. So let's look at it. Okay. So here it says Niger, it could mean dark complexion. Okay. So let's just go over this. And then there's a comma here. So this is, what is this? A-B-U-T-I-O-S. Let's figure what that is. Oh, that's no way I could, yeah, I wouldn't even know how to write that. I could find out what that is though. And I will in a second. First, let me do exhibit A. Okay, so Niger means dark complexion. All right, He just tired. Yeah. I'm gonna throw you in that crib in a second. Don't know how you lay down. I'm trying to see if he pooped. I can't really tell. If he pooped, he would not go to sleep. I can't really tell. So he got pajamas on. I don't want to take them off. All right. So Niger means dark complexion. And there's a comma. Okay. Then it says surname of Simon the prophet, Acts 13:1. And that's exactly where we are. So the dark complexion has nothing to do with Simon. There was a comma there, and it's also telling you how Niger is used. This is a lexicon. Okay? It's telling you how these words are used. This has nothing to do with Simon's complexion. There's a comma right here. And then it says surname of Simon the prophet, Acts 13:1. All right. And there's a little star right here. Okay. So I don't know what's at the bottom. Okay. So I screenshotted this. I screenshot this already. Okay. So, but that ain't the bomb though. That's not the nuclear bomb. Wait for it. That's not the nuclear bomb. So you guys might be saying, okay. Okay, so he's playing my Greek debate where he did all the talking. I don't know how it was a debate. It was a lecture. It was a lecture with this guy, with me having front row tickets, and I was privy to say something here and there. Okay, that's probably I don't know how he worded as a debate. Let's see. All right. Where am I going? Oh, okay, I know where I'm going. So before I log off, you guys got to hold on. Before I log off, you got to see this. I'm gonna end this Niger talk once and for all. '79 Boys and Plans get the headshot. All right. So are y'all ready? So I can go to bed. Yeah, ready? So if y'all missed this, I ain't gonna blame you and say you're retarded. I'm gonna say you close. I'm not gonna all the way blame you for being retarded if you missed this. I see why it's not so clear. But you see this right here? Niger. You see his name right here? Is he black? 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 Okay. Titus Petronius Niger was a Roman courtier during the reign of Nero. Okay. That was his last name. That was his last name. And this is the time of Peter and Paul. That's his last name. That's his last name. So this was a common last name amongst these Romans. Okay, no different than somebody's last name white in America or black or Yellowstone.
Ponchonius Niger. This is really Niger. Okay. This is the word. So are we done here? It means, yeah, the last name, every name means something. It means dark complexion. But there's a comma there. It's a surname of Simon the prophet, Act 13:1. That's this. And he was called Niger, just like this guy right here. Titus Petronius was called Niger. So he was also called Niger. Does that mean he's black? Oh, I'm not sharing my screen. Oh my God. I did all that without sharing my screen. Okay. I hate that. Okay. So, and I can't see the chat right now. Okay. I can see it now. Okay. All right. So check it out. This is the word for Niger. Affirmation here. Niyat here and Niyat here. Here, so tonight, Niger, it means dark complexion, but that don't mean that's what you are. Okay. So then there's a comma right here. And after the comma, it says surname of Simon the prophet, Acts 13:1. This is Acts 13:1. See? So it was a comma, and now it's referencing how this word. Because remember, this is a lexicon. It's showing you how the word is used. It's a Greek lexicon. Okay. So it's let you know that it means dark complexioned, and it's used as a last name for Simon the prophet. Okay, but here's the problem though. A pseudo would say because it's his last name that he must be black. So I go here then. So here's the nuclear bomb. That's not it. This is close. This is a nuclear bomb. Because if you go back here, there's one more name right here. Hold on, let me show you the other name. So we have a name. I don't like that. Okay, we got a name right here. Does that mean Petronius Niger is black because his last name means dark skin? Okay. Okay. Well, who is this guy? Bam. Roman. So Titus was also called Niger. Titus is also called Niger. Is Titus black now? Because his last name means dark complexion, is he black? So you see, this is a Roman thing. A lot of last names were Niger. And let me go here and look at the time frame. AD 27. So he's in that Bible era in Roman. Okay, so let's go here. I'm just freestyling. Romans, see, I have no such search is popping up. Romans with there's no such search. I'm freestyling. I just last name. Let's see what pop up. Oh, another one. The Roman Emperor. Yeah, it's over. So his last name is Niger. That means he's black? Same guy. Surnames of Valeria. Okay, look, it says Niger meaning black, dark, dusky, and referring to the color of individual's hair or to a dark complexion. Uh-oh. Give me the SETI voice. Uh-oh. Okay. This is Roman history you're looking at. Okay. So let me just put this link. Oh shit, I didn't mean to do that. Okay. So let me put these links in the chat. So when I come back here, they'll be there. When I revisit this video, pull up every name that I sourced up on. So out of his whole life, I might keep this part.
Okay, so we're gonna look at it in a second. Yeah, this is ball game for that pseudo talking point. Okay. Let me put this in there. It's not when I talk about this tomorrow. Okay. And bam. All right. So you guys just see me freestyle his name on the fly. So Gaius Pesinius was also called Niger. Okay, even Pesinius was called Niger. Hold on. So now surnames of the Valeri. So it says surnames of the Valeri. Article by forum member Nephi. The Valeri begins blah 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 blah. I want to get to what I came here for. Okay, so these are names, these are surnames of Romans, and it's explaining what they mean and some history onto them. Let's go to Niger. Okay. Listen what it has for Niger. Niger meaning black, dark, dusky, and referring to the color of the individual's hair or to a dark complexion. So it could be either or. This was a common surname found in other gentes, and it was given as an agnomen nickname to Marcus Valerius Messala Niger, consul of 61 BCE, to distinguish him from his cousin of the same name, Rufus. So it was given as an agnonym nickname to Marcus Valerius. So Simon Peter was called Niger to get to as a nickname to distinguish him from another Simon Peter. Wow. Let's keep going. Okay, we were just here, Roman history. Okay, I think that might be, we could try this one right here. That might, okay, so why not? Why not? Why not? Names.org, why not? Let's consider everything. Nothing there. Says 100 unique Roman surnames. Wait. Mm-hmm. Just curious. I'm just curious. We're getting close. Is it going to be there? Nah, I don't say it. Okay, so it wasn't in this one. Okay. Let me just make sure. Nope, not Nigeria. Not Nigeria. Oh, we want Niger. Okay, never mind. Nothing's there. All right, so I don't want to search through the document. Let's just see if it's there. Niger, origins of the word. Oh. Nigeria. Okay, that's as far as it's gonna go. Okay, yeah, so that's they ain't gonna go any further. It's origin of the word. It's not gonna tell you about names. Okay, but let me put this in there, the chat. It was given to people to distinguish. All right, that's enough. I'm going to bed. I'm out of here. All right, all right, all right. Come, Yuki. Come, come, come. Come, Yuki. Come, Yuki. Come, Boogie. Come, Boogie. Hey.